stream.
Well, I've seen all these.
We live.
The view count went up.
Oh yeah, we live. I got YouTube in the building. Everything's going. Let's get the tweets out first, man. Tweets out. We're a little slow, Lord. Just bear with us. A lot of things going on. Tweets is going on. We're gonna get that. Shout out to the cars going by. All right. And I believe we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast and the Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 130. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And we've got someone knocking on their door. And we've got Project Xcloud Beta impressions, Outer Worlds console parody, Gears 5 is an NPD flop, is Game Pass working, and Switcher3 to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. So let's introduce, well, we ain't got four, shouts out, the three horsemen of gaming. My co-host with the co-host, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict, how you doing, sir?
I'm still over here waiting for my intro.
Why are you waiting for your intro still?
King, I still demand a premium intro like all these guests we get.
Yo, shout out to some premium Lord in the chat. My boy Cat Daddy Fat Stack. He lurks too cold with the $5 super chat. I'm gonna let y'all start. But Witcher 3 is the best game of the generation. Enjoy you.
Oh
God. He Kanye West us.
He Kanye West us early. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Addict, man?
You mean Pastor West?
Pastor West.
He's a pastor now.
Pastor West.
Throw that in the bushes.
Yeah, man. I did forget to say Lord of Reviews, so Addict is correct. I did not give him the premium sauce.
Listen, right now, Cognito seems to be a little bit off.
Oh, man.
Do you want to start this over, Addict? I mean, because really, be honest with you, he does treat everyone a whole lot better than he treats himself.
What we doing? We doing union rights or IOP? What's going on?
I'm just saying that, we feel.
I talked to my union representative yesterday, okay? He said you're full of it.
Damn.
We want equal pay for equal lords, okay?
That's right. Equal pay for equal work. We give them great service.
Yo, they doing me dirty right now, man. What you been playing, Addict, man? What's going on?
Destiny 2, some Destiny 2, and more Destiny 2.
No doubt. What's that light like? What's that light looking like?
955.
There it is.
All right,
it is.
Chester's out there. I see what's going on. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, of course, our brother solved the Sostradamus last-minute call-out, man. We hope he is okay. Work has summoned him. They have beckoned him.
The knee ducker.
Oh, so it's about the knees now. It's about the knees.
Shout out to Sovereign, the knee ducker.
I love how you say that when he's not here.
Listen, when he's here, I'm going at him.
Oh, no doubt.
The knee ducker.
And of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports. King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved. Lord King, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Let me tell you, boys, some boys in the building. Yeah, crazy. I see that juggernaut in the back, right?
I see.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. He is the biggest character.
Is that what you're gonna look like when you go in on Sovereign?
No. When I'm gonna go take his knees, it's gonna be mad easy. Like I'm gonna show you a statue. It's gonna be mad surgical when I snatch his kneecaps off.
Y'all got that backward compatibility bet popping, man. What's going on? What you been playing?
Well, I've been playing a little bit of Destiny, a little slide order of Destiny, and a whole bunch more of Destiny.
No doubt. Oh man, reinforcements came in the realm.
Oh, you didn't see that, right?
Oh, I didn't see that. Man, listen, man. First of all, shout out to all these lords who come through because number one, huge fan of their content. They always hold us down. I consider these three true friends to the realm. So let's get all of them started. First of all, let's get Kid Smooth jumping off in the building. Lord Smooth, what's going on, sir?
Oh, what's up, Iron Lords, man? What's up, Cognito, King David, Attic, of course. Shout out to you guys. You guys have been doing it major,
Thank you.
So it's been good to watch. Attic sent me an invite. I got that home just in time. So like, so I just wanted to.
Treating when I pulled up. How's that light treating you? Is it treating you good?
Yo, Cognito, if you weren't Cognito, I'd be mad at you.
Well, are you not a fan
like, man,
of Elgato's products?
I just let a sucker get me. Like, I got
Look, I gave it to you for a premium nice price, man. I gave you that good price, baby.
The thing is, it's like, I like it. I really do like it, right?
Talk to me.
But I just realized, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is before I realized I never used it.
Mm-hmm.
I gave my sister a desk LED light for her dorm room.
Yep.
That's just as bright as this screen, and it costed me like 10 freaking bucks,
bro. I went
and I'm like, yo, I'm like, I was like, if this wasn't Cognito, yo, I'd be kind of tight. I'd be tweeting all about it.
Shout out to Chris Fu for not going in on me.
No, but it's all right. I mean, I like it. I enjoy it. It's a nice setup. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I use it every day. Yeah. It's like I turn off all the lights. I don't need any other lights running while it's on and whatnot. But I was like, I would have never purchased this. Like, if I like knowing what it was. But
people would shout out to Lord Enrique and Snaldo. They were like, yo, you need this Elgato 200. I'm like, but it's just a regular LED light. Like, what is it doing that's so special?
It's got the Elgato on the side.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, it hooks up to the Stream Deck wirelessly, and then it could tell you the weather in real time up there. I'm like, I don't need all that.
And then I would have been like, okay, but I'm still waiting for the difference between this and that product.
That's what you was talking to me about when you hit me up with the Elgato.
Well, who, me?
No, that's something different.
That's something different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on. Before we get to us rest of the realm, that's it. Shout out to Lord Dizzy, man, with the $5 super chat. Just because Solve is not present, it is not a reason to forget that King owns needs. And with recent rumors, we want them cleaned and waxed for display. Yo, shout out to Dizzy, man, holding it down. I know what my brother's doing.
I think we need a pause that he wants another man to wax his knees.
Yo, Dizzy, I know you're going through it, but I'm gonna have to put this on your head.
Damn.
The fraud alert. Now, Dizzy, I need you to sit there with this on your head while you listen to the podcast.
Yo, and that laugh could be no other than Double Barrel Gaming's own, my bro, Lord Boomstick XL. How you doing, sir?
Oh man, I saw the flare get shot up this morning, and of course I had to respond. It was a 10:13 for the Iron Lords podcast, and I came running in my Charger to make sure that I slid off the top of the hood, like we did in the 70s.
Like in the 70s, like we doing the Starsky and Hutch. We go to
the man down. We have a Lord down.
Oh man, salute Boom for coming through in our darkest hour to hold us down for Soft. How you doing, man? What's been going on? We haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, no, I've been playing one of the games that haven't scored very well, but I got about 30 or 40 hours into it, and that's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I can't stop playing that game. I was a huge fan of Wildlands. I mean, I got 1,000 out of 1,000 achievements in that game, and I knew that just based on what the game looked like, I was going to enjoy it. You know what it is? I think people, or gamers more so, are just disappointed that they want the old Xbox 360, type of Ghost Recon, where you had the team of 4, and it was those tactics with everything based on technology, the old good warfighter. And I think, I gotta be honest with you, usually we hear in media a publisher will respond not just to a score but to the outcries of the people, and I really think that moving forward, Ubisoft is going to have to return to the warfighter days in some fashion, because I don't think that the Wildlands
the formula? You don't think it's good?
Yeah, the formula is actually working for them. It works for me, but I think people want the old school stuff.
But boom. Don't Xbox have that on backup app for free?
They do. Yes, you can play actually all of them. That's right. It's one of the few places you can play it.
So shout out to all you frauds out there that's complaining. Go out there and go buy the 360 game, and if you got it, just pop it right in because Microsoft does that for you. Who did that for you? Shout out.
Well, I can tell you one thing that the console doesn't have. It doesn't have a card swiper.
When you need to do back and pat, you don't have to slide that card and serve up those knees, right, Izzy?
No doubt, bro. So it's been a lot of breakpoint going on, pretty much, huh?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Breakpoint. I actually reviewed, was given us 11-Bit Studios sent me out a code for Children of Morta, which I'm going to be talking about.
That's a really good publisher.
Yeah, they're a great publisher. They put out a lot of really good stuff, so I was very fortunate for them to send me a code. And I'm going to be doing the review live, actually, to start out primetime gaming on Monday evening.
That's what's up,
bro.
They're the same people that made they made Midnighters.
His brain just farted.
Yeah, no, they've actually got quite a few big ones. Actually, they have a game out now that some people may be into. Frostpunk is also something. It's more like a survival / strategy type of game.
Yo, did y'all play that game that's on Game Pass? And it's like you're some Norse mythology dude running around with a javelin. And it's like, yo, and it is one of the bloodiest games going, right? And and it's like a side scroller, and as you're going, you have to throw the javelins and bust people in the face with them, right? as they're coming forward, yo. Because you asked me what was I playing, and I you know how I say I got to try one game a week, right?
Game Pass.
Yo. This game is absolutely is Neon something, I think it's called. I gotta double check, but I'm gonna look through my phone right now. But as you're walking, you're throwing the javelin and you can hold it down and it's split into 3, and they got flying things flying at you, and they send giant ogres at you, and you gotta hit the giant ogre in the eye with the spear, and he goes, and the blood starts splatting all over the place. Yes.
With all this Game Pass thing, I think you sell a Game Pass better than Xbox be doing right now. Wow.
Listen, I'm waiting for them to send me that check, and I'm going to put on the spandex suit.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm going to bust through the wall, punch people in the mouth, and say, get Game Pass.
Can I throw something out there? I'll be your Robin. I have a pair of spandex all ready to go.
Yo, we could pull up with the fraud alert on top of our heads.
Us here at the Iron Horse Podcast is not condoning anything.
We not condone this behavior.
We are condoning all of this. All of this.
No, but if it's Square Enix and they want to talk about, Final Fantasy VII Remake, do my wares, Spandex.
Oh, my Lord. And, of course, I see another Lord in the building, the Basement Radio Arcade Podcast himself, Enrique, who is muted. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing very well this fine Sunday morning. I'm here with the Lords. I got the call from Lord Cognito. I was actually asleep, believe it or not. I had a long day on Saturday. We went down to DC and stayed the night. Got up like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just brutal. But I'm here, and I'm looking forward to talking some video games with you fine gentlemen. Likewise, this great brother. Sunday morning. So yeah, happy to be here, man.
Likewise, man. It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all you lords coming to answer the call. You already know who it is, Lord Cognito, Lord of the Cooperative Experience and Gaming Ninja himself. So yeah, man, we're just out here. I just wanted to make a couple of things known first. Obviously, I've been playing Shadowkeep. Y'all know that. We ain't even got to get too deep into that. That's what has been going on. But obviously, we're gonna talk about Xcloud because your boy been rocking, getting that little controller thing action. You know what I'm saying? Hooking my little S9 up to this bad boy and getting it rocking. We'll discuss that later. But yeah, man, just real quick. UFC was out last night. Shout out to Dominic Reyes, looking fantastic. Got Chris Weidman up out of there with the quickness. Bones might be on notice, King. I'm just saying, Bones might be.
The Bones is not on notice for nobody. Like you think I'm gonna lift my head up for that? They're gonna get in there, and he's a different dude when he get up in there. And don't let him have some of the funny sauce. Because if we had some of that funny sauce, he's definitely kicking you to the side of the head.
Don't let Bones blow a line either before the fight.
See, that's why I ain't say that. I was just saying funny sauce. I'm gonna keep it on the funny sauce. So he gonna get in there and he kick somebody.
Funny powder.
Yeah, it is. He do the LeBron in the beginning.
He throws it up the air.
if you catch Bone doing this in the beginning of the fight, you're dead.
Shout out to
Instant heart attack.
Oh man, shout out to Dominic Reyes, man. Fantastic performance. You know, just like I said, just like the fact he stuffed the wrestling. Wyman, regardless of whatever, being a small guy, he has like world-class wrestling. So that was dope to see. But anyway, as you know, the Lords are lovers of the super chat. We always love those words in color, but we have a special need, a special request, kind of like a call to arms for you guys, man, because as you know, our brother Dizzy, he is going through it right now, and I'm gonna put something in the chat for you guys, just to, like I said, to make everyone aware. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, the Lords take cancer very, very seriously, and you know, our brother's going through the next round. He's in there, he's fighting, he's got his Xbox out there. So I just put it in the chat. Like I said, you know, we appreciate all that you guys do. And actually, I don't know why it's not going through the chat, but we're going to try again. Oh, it's too long. What I'm going to do is, Attic, I'm going to send it to you. And if you can put that through so we can get this in for Diz, man, because this is important.
I want y'all to know a couple of things when it comes to Dizzy. First of all, he's editor-in-chief of lordsofgaming.net. All right? And he works as hard as anybody else, and you would not know that he is going through this ordeal, that he is you know, dealing with this. And like you saw, he super chatted early, and he's here every Sunday. He supports so hard. So we would need everybody to galvanize together to support. I don't care if you don't send any money today here, send the money to Dizzy. You know, we'll read the chat. I don't care. I'll read it if it's not in color. Just really support this man, because I didn't know how severe and serious everything was, because he doesn't lead on to that. He's not saying, why me? He's not, you know, crying about the situation. He's dealing with it. He's bucking up, and he is a true soldier. So let's all galvanize behind Dizzy, and let's show this man our support, this Lord of the realm. He's a true Lord.
Appreciate it. Yo, Attic, I sent you the link. I sent you the link directly. If you can put that in the chat for me, brother, that'd be...
If it won't let you, it's not going to let me.
Oh, that's right. So you know what? I'll just retweet it. You know what I'm saying? And
you know what? Yeah, just send me the link.
I'll send you guys
you know,
I really want this.
Yeah, send me the link on DM, and I'll put it out.
Put it in the description.
Yeah, I'll put it in there. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
You can also add it to the show notes, so people at the end, after they listen to the show, can head over to the show notes and just click the link. I got to tell you, you know, I watch you guys' show every week. And I say this, and I don't say it because I'm on the show today. You guys are by far, as being a content creator, one of my personal favorite shows to look forward to listen to every week.
Thank you, brother.
And when you see this fine gentleman giving those super chats and the way he talks, you would never know that he was dealing with some serious stuff. So big salute to him for battling something that is a very tough situation. And him to be here each and every week goes to show not only is he you know, a Superman, in my opinion, but the fact that he doesn't put that in front of his love of gaming is unbelievable.
Absolutely. And also, if you guys check the ILP Twitter, you know what I'm saying, I'll actually put it out right now again. So again, if guys want to, like I said, anything towards, like I said, him, the family, you know, the cancer's real. You know what I'm saying? Our brother is going through it. And like I said, he's just, his spirit is strong. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just want to show him that love, that support if we can. And that's what I wanted to say, man. So that's what I got on that front. But
shout out to that color. Ooh, Wilma Hood with the $49.99 super chat. Good morning, Lord. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yo,
man.
Well, I really think you're onto something. It is morning, and you know, and it's good right now. The name of the game that I'm talking about is Lich Spear Double Spear Edition.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's something that is goofy. It's fun. It's something that you'll put on. You'll play it for a couple of minutes. It's outstandingly fun. It's just some real goofy, fun stuff that you'll enjoy.
No doubt. So let's get into that poll and we get the show rocking. Last week poll results are in and the people have spoken to the question. With the recent announcement and details of PS5 hardware, do you think Project Scarlet can afford to have less power or equal to PS5 power in performance? The winner of the three-way ILP poll with 52% of the vote is yes. Xbox quality games from their studios from next gen supplants the powered narrative group. Coming in at second place at only 35% of the vote was the no. If PS5 is more powerful, then that is the death blow to Scarlet at launch.
Fact.
And in last place, was surprising 13% of the vote is I don't care. Stadia's negative latency will surpass all hardware gaming consoles. Salute to all those who participated in the poll. Lord King got me laughing. So Lord King, what do you think, sir?
I think they on to something, but I'm gonna tell you something about that Stadia stuff. Like that stuff right there, the negative part. Whoa, boy, these guys is out here today in full effect. Listen, I don't agree with the poll. I believe that if the PlayStation is more powerful than the Xbox, Digital Foundry is going to do exactly what they did this generation and report the facts. If they come in and they showing 8K anything and Xbox ain't showing 8K nothing, I don't care about no refresh later on. I don't want to hear that. And you know what? And I know you watching, Mr. Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer. If you want that Aurelius attached to the back of your name, and I know you want that Aurelius attached to the back of your name, I need you to come out here with the pimp slap, and I need you to make sure that that Scarlet is way more powerful than that PlayStation 5.
Ooh, King wants the power narrative. King wants the power narrative. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to
Price and power.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sleepy Goblin 2D with the $5 super chat. Please say something, brother. We want to hear your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, Lord Brad, man.
No, you missed Stitch, man.
I missed Stitch. Get Stitch for me. Get Stitch for me, bro.
I can't read right now. What's wrong with you? This is early in the morning. I got on the shades to see my
I got it in front of me, Cog. You want me to get it?
Yes.
You want my Ciroc eyes to read that?
All right. Well, first of all, Stitch 6669 drops an outstanding and extremely generous $20 super chat, and he says, "I am always here listening and following the nonsense. But when it's time to support a fellow gamer, you can count me in. Salute, Lord Dizzy." Thank you so much for that, dude.
Thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. Please, again, check the ILP Twitter. Like I said, we had that information out there, and we really, really appreciate it, man. This is love. You already know. So that was the poll, man. So we gonna get into this thing, man. We got a lot of topics to discuss, but first we're gonna jump it off, man. Project Xcloud, man. First of all, anybody beside myself, did anyone have access to the beta so far? Just want to get that.
You go to the bushes.
iPhone gang.
You go to the bushes.
iPhone gang. Brad, anything from you?
No. I thought I was going to get in. They sent me an email like wanting to confirm my T-Mobile account. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in, because Slow-Mo Backslap got the same email, and then he got in the next day, and me nothing.
Yo,
I have Sprint, so I'm gonna probably get it on the back end.
Okay. I was just about to ask you both. Yeah, man.
I'm double checking my email.
But why didn't they start with T-Mobile? They have like the shittiest service.
Well, the problem is
language, sure.
Sorry, I apologize.
No, but I know what you mean. What it is they have the kid. They got the deal with them as an ISP. So it's like a cross promotional thing. So they're working together. You see that Xbox is definitely trying to work with some ISP. So it looks like T-Mobile for the US is going to be their little connect in. I don't know why they chose them, but they must clearly have that relationship. But I want to.
The deal is they're working with ISP to make sure that they can facilitate to those customers to have people come in. If you know that T-Mobile is doing that, that might be the power switch right there. That might be the move to get you over. That might be the reason why you get rid of your iPhone and throw it in the bushes, knowing that this Android might get you in, and you might run over to T-Mobile right now.
Oh man! So let's get to it, man. So obviously, your boy, he's got the access. He's been rocking. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like you.
You know what I think's funny? The person that didn't get that email was the only person that actually got it.
I know, right? I do not like him. I do not like him at all.
Listen, man, it was I'm very blessed.
And King was kind of taunting him that he didn't get the email.
Yeah. You know what's messed up? I know the whole backstory behind it, and I'm gonna stay shut in this room right now. I'm gonna stay quiet in this room. I'm not gonna expose him. I'm not gonna Jim Jones him and tell the truth on him. I was in on the wiretap.
Xcloud situation.
6ix9ine ain't saying nothing. I'm not gonna Jim Jones you and tell what's going on.
Oh my!
Anyway,
you pull strings, Cognito? Did you pull some strings?
He ain't pull no strings. I'm not.
I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed.
He's blessed.
We have a great community, and that's all I'm gonna say right now. But moving on. So yeah, man. Look, I just want to give you guys the little rundown on it. I've been rocking for about 2 days straight, really putting this thing through the test, and yeah, man. So first, let's get the bad out the way. All right. First off, if y'all got this right, the Bluetooth syncing with Xbox with the with Android devices, please make sure you have one of these controllers that has the Xbox Live button that actually is one unit, as opposed to this, the Elite. You see how the Elite, the Xbox Live button is kind of like a separate unit on top? These don't have Bluetooth. You will not be able to connect this. This is Elite version 1.
You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was the first mistake I made. So just getting Bluetooth going was a bit of a chore. So I got that rocking because I had a S joint with that. Now, the other thing I was going to say is that they're going to need some accessibility options, because as you were playing, the screen's very small, fonts are very small, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit of a pet peeve. Also, shout out to Addict. Notifications. They're going to need a way that when people texting you, that it does not overlay on your screen. Because Addict was folding my xCloud a couple of times with his texts and his messages. So that they got to find a way to disable that. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't there a way to disable that?
You got to disable that
phone?
yourself.
That might be a phone thing. You're right. That might be me. Yeah. But I was mad that I kept seeing the overlay of Addict talking to me while I'm trying to play.
I ain't gonna lie, Addict used to do that to me when I'll be driving, doing long drives, and I'm using the GPS and it covers the directions. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Addict for testing notifications. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So
I just got to be making sure you guys' phones still working. Man.
So here's the deal. All right. So again, what I want to do, King, is worst case scenarios, because obviously we got a lot. Actually, shout out to Boom too, because Boom, you were there with us at E3.
Yes.
Like one of the complaints that we got was like, well, you guys were in a controlled environment where Microsoft had xCloud, you were connected wired or wirelessly for every situation. Us was wireless, so we were fine. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people were like, I need to see real world. So all these tests that I did with this is off a 4G cellular network. No Wi-Fi, because my setup in the crib is strong. You know what I'm saying? 5G and all that, Wi-Fi, FiOS, honey up. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do that because I want to simulate the common Joe. First off, I threw up out of the 4 games. You got Halo, you got Gears, you got Sea of Thieves, you got Killer Instinct. Doing Halo first. All right. So the first off, it takes about 30 to 40 seconds just to boot in to get the stream to come down. So once you get going, you can rock out. You're literally Halo like you are on your dashboard. Did the campaign first, super solid. Once I got my bearings, just getting used to the screen, moving around, everything was butter, had no problems. Now the next was Halo Online. That's the big test. 60 FPS, you fighting against people. First thing off the bat, I ain't gonna front, I did notice a little latency on the left analog. So I'm like, So it was kind of throwing me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, it's throwing me off. The other thing I would say was that, shout out that I'm wild trash in Halo 5 multiplayer. Like, these dudes out here super sweaty. Like, these dudes, I am trash. Like, I thought it was gonna go down. It was not going down.
You can't play campaign. You just gonna only play multiplayer.
Oh, you can play. It's literally the full copy of the game.
Oh,
it's
okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so you could do whatever you want.
So I would never know about the left stick.
Yeah, like again, like I don't play it, but then I just felt a slight. Was it to the point where it's unplayable? No.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, it was noticeable enough that I felt like I couldn't get busy the way I wanted to get busy. Right?
Okay.
But then on the second playthrough, some said, let me just tweak my analog sensitivity. Because how Halo you can tweak. Because I think the default is like 3. So I moved it up to like 4 or 5. Now, once I did that, your boy was in the building. It was, I was moving, I was shaking, I was boosting to the side, gun clip, all that, everything was going down. It was crispy. Classic. Yeah, I don't know whose new noise that is. But classic Halo, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely seamless. Maybe no screen tear, maybe like a resolution drop maybe once every 3 or 4 matches, but like 5 seconds and boom, it'll come right back to pristine condition. So Halo, wow. Like I was, again, cellular network, y'all. I'm not on Wi-Fi, which is the optimal, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is me 4G. So next up was Gears. Yo, Brad, man. This is the showcase. Gears is the show. Go ahead. What's your question? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is it like, was it like 1-to-1 on Gears? Because I mean,
bro,
and did it have, did you see a lot of high texture in it?
Bro, let me explain something to you. I'm glad you asked that. We all know Gears is the graphical showcase for them, right?
Because on PC it's a different experience.
On PC we already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's night and day.
I will say
PC Master Race.
I knew he was going there.
I know he was going there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna front. that is the game to showcase xCloud. Not only, again, the S9, I got this has 4K HDR. So seeing that game with that clarity on phone was amazing. And then whatever reason, the response time felt better in Gears than it did in Halo. That's just me. That Gears felt 1-to-1 on cellular. I did all 3 modes. I think
that's because it's a newer game.
Yeah, I was just going to say Halo is old.
You could be right.
Or negative latency.
I did. I tell you, it could be. They may know the tech already. I did Horde. I did multiplayer. Like I said, the only nitpick I gotta say about Gears was that the HDR is so good that when you go and you playing campaign or you playing anything in a dark area, it's really dark on your phone, so you gotta turn the brightness up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I was like how like you watch HDR, you see the sunlight, the rays, everything is nice, but then you go to a dark area and then you kind of see more of the disparity. It's very more prominent on phone, so they're gonna have to let you tweak around with that a little bit. But yeah, man, like it was super impressive. I can't front y'all. Like doing all those modes, it was sorcery. I you know how you move the analog around and see the camera just go like this and 1-to-1.
What about the fighting game? There we go. Let's go.
Let's get to it.
Let's go.
Killer Instinct. Full disclosure. I hate Killer Instinct.
I know.
What?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Boom, we gonna fight. I know. Boom, we gonna fight. I know.
Yeah.
But it's just I've always been a Tekken guy. I've never liked that fighting system. Ultra combo.
This is blasphemy happening on the Lord's Day. I'm just saying.
I know. It is blasphemy. It's never been a thing for me personally. You know what I'm saying? So, I just messing around with that. I was like, my whole thing is I just want to see inputs, because we know fighting games, you need responsiveness, you need that directional pad, you need be able to block, you know what I'm saying? Like all that is super. So the fact that it even got Killer Instinct on this, to me, that's Microsoft with their chest out.
Right.
Because you really not supposed, like I've done PS Now and the stream, and you can't do fighting games with them, man. Like it's not a go. Now I ain't gonna front. I got some mode called I think it's like something shadow mode or some new mode they got, and it's like a tutorial. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Well,
yeah.
And that was kind of tutorial just to get the feeling, bro. 1-to-1 blocking, doing my little ultra combo and all that stuff, and precise inputs, timing and blocking was good. That low key is probably the most impressive based on the type of game it is. Even more so in the sense of Gears is the graphical showcase, Halo is third person. I mean, Halo's first person, Gears is third person. This is the fighting. These are 3 hard genres, and all of them 60 frames. I believe Killer Instinct is 60. But that
Incognito, real quick. I mean, these are games that when you talk about like input latency and 1-to-1, these are the kind of games where you really need to have that. You can't afford to have any kind of latency. So to hear you talk about almost that 1-to-1 experience over a 4G LTE network, just imagine, and this is in beta, imagine when 5G hits.
That's what I'm saying.
What it's going to be like.
It's going to be really special because, again, this is 4G now. I'm moving around the house. And also, remember, there's another additional latency factor in the fact that, remember, most people recommend just going tethered from controller to your output joint here, right? I'm technically adding Bluetooth is a slight extra layer of latency.
Yes.
Right? So technically, still not the most optimal thing, and I'm still getting 1-to-1. That's why I wanted to try it this way, because this to me is the average Joe. This to me is the kid, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna play, that has his Fortnite or whatever, that's gonna play it in that manner. And I'm not gonna lie, man, like, it's sorcery to me. I still don't know how they doing it. Like I'm just like, this is crazy.
Quick question for you, Cognito.
Go for it, man.
When you're doing the xCloud, are you actually is it your account that's attached to these games? Like so when you stop playing, right?
Yes.
And you go on your Xbox, are you continuing what you just played?
It's literally as if you're logging into another Xbox. So
Kid Smooth, I found out all the dudes that are doing this, and I'm not gonna blast y'all out here, but I know who's doing it because I could tell when y'all log in, you log back out. You log in, you log back out. And I seen Cog doing it, then I seen somebody else doing it, and I seen somebody else doing it, and I know who you are, and I am truly upset that y'all are doing it.
No doubt. I want to ask a couple questions. A lot of people says remote streaming. Listen, I got remote play streaming. I have both, and Christopher Hart. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not even close. It's impressive what remote cloud streaming is doing for remote play kind of thing is doing for PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, it is. It's not the one-to-one. Like you can tell. Basically, when I was playing Destiny and all that stuff, I was compensating on PlayStation for the lag. When I was playing xCloud, it got to the point, when you just forget that you're even doing something, like you get your mind clicks in muscle memory because it's the same exact feeling. So I'm just trying not to get busy now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm playing Halo to get busy because now I'm not even thinking that I'm playing on. It feels one-to-one. So that was that. Shout out to Sione Yours, my man. Salute the legend. He said, would a newer smartphone make a difference from your S9? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely an issue. I know they had some issues with Bluetooth syncing. So that was a joint.
Boy, I went and saw that Galaxy S10 and how much it cost for that 1 terabit, and they said 1,600.
Yeah.
That went directly into the bushes, guys.
Shout out to Slow Mo. He said he did have a slight sync issue with Gears 5. It couldn't get my latest save data, so I was told it's getting the latest cloud save it can find. Yeah, I didn't have that issue, but I know what you're saying in reference to Kid's point. The fact that it's your account, you know what I'm saying, and you're just logging into it. But that was that. The last was Sea of Thieves, and to me that's just a graphical showcase because the game does look beautiful, HDR stuff.
Oh, so you was out there slave dancing?
Oh boy,
yeah, Brad, laugh it up, baby. You doing?
No, it's funny. I remember when I put one of my first gaming experiences on Sea of Thieves was with you, King.
Yes, it was.
King, and you were dancing, and
yo, we sat there, got drunk, and danced next to the fire for at least a half an hour to an hour before we even got to the boat.
So what you guys are saying, King, is you're part of those millions playing it?
Yes, I'm part of the million, and Brad was down with me as part of the millions and millions of people that are playing Sea of Thieves at this very moment.
Stitch, I don't know when it's coming to iOS. We'll find out. But all I'll say about Sea of Thieves, again, it really wasn't that much to test. I was at that point with the other 3 games kind of blowing me away. I was already in the know, like this is going to be fire. Like I'm not even worrying about it. But I will say I just need to know because they have the you press the Xbox Live button. And then you get your guide. They have like a miniature version of the guide. It doesn't have the full functionality. You can see your friends, but and you can invite to party. But I want to know how they handle that. Like, cause do I now?
Party?
Okay, say that again, Brad.
I said you could do party,
bro. Full Xbox Live functionality. Let me tell you something about Halo. I'm playing Halo, and some 13-year-old tryhard is talking crap, and I'm hearing it. Dude, like they out here busting me up, and they talking strong, and I'm like, oh, this is. I couldn't even get mad. I was like, yo, this is fire. Like I'm getting voice.
Wait, so the
chat.
dashboard and everything's there,
bro. Full dashboard. I'm telling you, Switch.
It's like that on PC too. It's ridiculous,
bro. I'm telling y'all right now, full Xbox Live functionality. My guess is we know they got the Xbox Live app. So maybe they use that in conjunction. I just want to know how. Am I supposed to put my headset connected to my phone? I want to know how they handle. They definitely have it. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of how they implement it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, full Xbox Live guide, y'all. It was.
I mean, it would make sense if they wanted to maybe make some sort of a wireless headset that you could get to use exclusively with, or even a dual. Release a new Xbox.
Just put your Bluetooth device in your ear.
The only thing,
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
I had issues with Bluetooth, especially with controller syncing. This is more of an Android thing.
No, I mean my question is: did you try it with your Bluetooth earpiece?
Yes, here's the problem. I couldn't even get this joint to connect. Because remember, with my phone, I've got a Bluetooth headset. I've got a GoPro. I've got other Bluetooth devices that sync to this. I had to literally turn everything off of the other ones and unpair them just to get this to sync. So I don't think they want the additional wireless mic Bluetooth kind of interfering with it. That's my guess. That's my guess. Because that would be too. I think they're gonna go traditional where you literally plug in to your, to your output.
Right.
Because you know what worked? The Astros worked. I put the Astros directly in here and they worked, but I didn't have mic functionality. So I just want to see how they handle that. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, Cognito. I was going to say, but the newer phones that are coming out now aren't going to have that headset jack, so they got to figure out how to address that issue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That is the question because clearly they're pushing the Xbox Live app, the guide, and party chat. They are pushing it. So they must have either part of a package or something that they're gonna have to come up with an accessory. Even the clip thing. This is probably about like $10. I got this from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna have to come up with almost like an xCloud starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the clip. Here's the, you know what I'm saying, a microphone or whatever.
It should be sold with a deluxe package with all Elite 2s.
Yeah.
Being that the fact that Elite 2 now, you got to have the battery lithium attached into my crap. I don't like that. But whatever. Man.
No, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. I will say this in conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all the games, like I said, the only negative I would say is most of these developers, we know that the API, you know, these guys are going to work with these guys with the new SDKs and stuff to make games Project Xcloud ready, because you're going to have to get your fonts up. You know, remember, these fonts are small on phone when you're trying to, you know, look at certain things in your menus and stuff like that.
And they actually have something called Cloudware that they're releasing to developers that's going to address that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that. I think I can't front y'all. I think Phil Luminous is in trouble. Phil Luminous Stadia is in trouble.
Oh, you mean Phil Bogus?
No, he's correct. He's the real Phil.
We ain't gonna address
he hired Sean Layden. He took Mike Ybarra. He took Reggie.
He can have Mike.
He's the LA. He's like the Lakers. He's signing people.
Listen.
No, he's not like the Lakers. And you're gonna stop acting like y'all got LeBron over there, because you don't. He's more like the Bucks. So you and your Bucks is gonna go right to the bushes. And until you show me your receipt saying that you got your Stadia on the way, sir, I would like for you to refrain from calling that man luminous, because he is bogus like your Stadia pre-order. Bogus.
Shout out to Jess. He said Phil Harrison is the Mothman. Yo, they stupid. Nah, there ain't gonna be no Mike slander to Geeky though. Shout out to Mike Ybarra. We do not know he's
we're not slandering Mike. I'm just saying he can have him. If Mike wanted to go over there, listen, we like Mike in his place. Mike should be over here on this team. But if the bag is dropped, I'm not gonna tell a man don't take a bag. I'm gonna tell you go over there and fix up their stuff, because they might need help. Phil Bogus needs all the help he can get.
Yo, in conclusion, like I said, I do feel they coming, y'all. This is the first time, because I'm like, to be real, I'm trying to break it. I was trying to break it. I was like, control them. No,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, the average Joe ain't got my connection. The average Joe gonna be outside with his phone on 4G, and that's what it's gonna be. And is this gonna hang? And the fact,
did you go to the bodega with it? Was you out and about in the street?
I was in the whip. I took this thing all over, bro.
How did the world look at you? How did the world look at you, though?
How the world looked at me.
No. Well, I'm talking about the people faces, because you know how it is. Like when you have a new tech, they be like,
they be like, what's that? They be like, oh, fam, what's that? And I was like, yeah, it's the Xcloud. It's the Xcloud. It's like, oh, word, that's what's up. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they package it right, we know it's still in beta. I'm gonna tell you right now, Switch gang, y'all know I've been coming hot for a long time. But I have a confession.
Yellow pause.
But y'all been warned. If Microsoft can pull this off, I'm telling y'all right now, because I can see kids doing this. I could see it. I could literally see it. And the other thing too, we're not even talk about.
Yo, please read that. That's for you to read. Read that, please. Man. No. Let Brap read that super
chat. Brap, would you like to read the super chat, sir? You have access? If not, I'll read it. Brap is stepped away, must have been. All right. Okay. So Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. Phil Harrison is the Soldier Boy version.
That's right. Tell him, my man.
Disrespect.
I think you on to something. Like, I mean, people be on to stuff, but I really think you on to something.
Oh man! Shout out to Boss Move Car gonna be in the gym with his xCloud facts. That's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Yo, between sets, fam. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Delilah HD. She said, "I love it. I've been fortunate to test Project Xcloud internally for months." Thank you for saying that. I know, Delilah. I didn't want to blow you up because I know you in the know. And I just want to say shout out to the team, because y'all out here killing it. And wow, I didn't expect.
Let me ask you, do you think that Microsoft should market another device kind of like the Switch? Because when I was looking at people play on their mobile phones, like the functionality wasn't really something that I would do. Like, right. It's fine if you would, like, I could see myself playing this on like my TV, a tablet, like a nice decent size screen tablet, not necessarily my cell phone.
No,
for me,
I hear what you're saying. Here's the thing. The only advantage I feel Stadia, I don't even think it's an advantage. I think, to be real, if you compare them right now, xCloud has the mobile is an advantage. As much as we don't like it, right? We want to play on our traditional screen, but these kids are on their phones. These kids are doing that. Now,
Yeah,
I
my
will
son don't
say
care
this
for that.
though. I will agree with you on this way, Brad. I would like if xCloud comes out with that option where you are now doing it in your browser, which I'm pretty confident they are working on. Then they really throw Stadia in the bushes. Because that's what Stadia is doing, right? Stadia is like, yo, we're not giving you mobile unless it's this specific phone, right? Right? Microsoft is saying we're doing all of Android, right? And eventually we're doing all of iOS. That's more users, right? So my thing is, I can see, again, this is just my theory. I could be wrong. I just see more people, more kids. Then you look at the SK Telecom deal that they did, right? With Korea.
Yep.
That's what they do. China, Japan, they're not on their browsers. They are literally on their phones. They're on this. So if they give you that access and that point of entry, and if people see the tech the way I played the tech, if that experience remains the same or improves, this is gonna blow people away. There's no doubt.
Oh, that's Addict's joint.
Go ahead, Addict. What's up? No, Addict, say you got a question. I heard you.
I was just saying that what do you think if they made a dedicated device that used xCloud?
Yeah, I agree with Brad.
It sounds like you in a barrel going over Niagara Falls.
No, I agree with Brad. I think we do know there were prototype devices. Shout out to Jez Corden from Windows Central. We do know there were prototype devices that they are working on. So there's a possibility they're cooking up a dedicated device, which would have that form factor. But some people are going to want it. Like Brap, there's going to be people like Brap that don't want to use their phone.
Well, the thing is it would be easier because you're going to get those people that play on phones regardless because that's what they do. But if you made a dedicated device, that relied on the internet, they would have a lot better chance of getting the people that don't want to play on their phones because.
Right.
The biggest thing is like I don't want to play on my phone. I don't I don't care about xCloud. But if you gave me a device that had a built-in controller,
right,
and and especially if they had a lot of technology going into the Wi-Fi and stuff that's in it already built into that controller, you have a lot better chance of doing stuff because I have no interest in xCloud whatsoever.
No, I do. We have a super chat. Let's
get that, Addict. Let's get that super chat, bro.
Okay, so we got a $5 super chat from Stitch669. It's not when Microsoft pulled this off. It's when the competition are going to try. Stadia is dead on arrival. Phildominus Maximus.
That's right, sir. And I believe you on the something.
Are we on the current? Is that the current name for Phil these days?
Yes, he didn't get Aurelius yet. He will only obtain Aurelius by ascending. So he has to ascend. He has to really come with the slow-mo backslap and take out the other competition.
He's got to ascend into greatness before.
Right now what he did was he fought really hard to get to where we at, right? So
there's too many rules with this Phil thing going on, man.
But you hear Cognito talking about xCloud right now. That wasn't possible a minute ago.
Bro.
Like a minute ago, that wasn't a thought. And he's changing minds. He's shaking hands and kissing babies.
I ain't gonna listen. We've been around the block, King. We know the smoke and mirrors. We know when you go to an event and they show you best case scenario stuff.
So I'm just curious, King, real quick. What is Phil Spencer's next name? Because that's what I want to know.
Aurelius.
No, you have to say man. You have to say what the extra
No. Listen, his name will be if he can pull this off, which will be the greatest trick ever. All right, this will be the greatest trick ever to come into the next generation, kicking in chesses and all this other stuff, and doing it with a smile, but also not hurting the competition. Like I talked on Boom Breakfast with Boom. If like this thing is packaged in a fashion that you get it with the Game Pass and the Xbox Live, that whole Ultimate rolled into one, right? So this is added in there. Let's say this happens, right? And day and date, you get first party games inside Game Pass. Now you sell your system. Let's say your system is $500, $499, and you get your controller. And then you have the little Game Pass thing, the free 2 months or 3 months or the month of Game Pass. That means initially you do not have to purchase Halo. Right. You don't have to purchase any of their first party games that will be coming out, and you have a backlog of 200 games that's inside. Not saying that back compat is not there. Back compat is there from day one. Then you bundle that with the cloud. That frees up a whole bunch of cash for you to buy your PlayStation 5 or your Switch Pro. So he is trying to conquer the game while still elevating the other guys and not taking away. I look at it like it's a win-win for everybody.
And there's one thing I forgot to mention. Remember, I'm testing Project Cloud streaming to the cloud. They also have the
not
option
from your
for the console.
You didn't do that?
That functionality is not available yet. That's not available. This is all from the cloud, which to me is even like crazy impressive, right? So imagine now you're in a situation where you're not next to geographically, you're not next to one of their servers. I know shout out to Just Going again. I believe he's in Germany or something like that. And I think right now Xcloud, the initial test beta is only in UK and United States and obviously Korea. So in his situation right now, the Azure servers are not next to him, so he would experience more latency. But if the console streaming is set up, then your server, your Xbox acts as a server to you almost to remote into that. And then from my understanding, it's all your games, not just the ones that's limited to Xcloud. So
this question that I'm having. So the fact that they was putting the Azure Cloud system together, and they were putting, what was they putting in 360s or Xbox Ones in there?
Good point. Because this is the Xbox One S tech. This is not even the Scarlet tech yet. That's the other part. That's crazy. Remember, the what's in the server blades right now are Xbox One S's.
That's mind blowing.
That is crazy. This is not even so. Again, once the infrastructure upgrades and then they're ready to roll out, come Scarlet, and that's finalized, we still have not seen the best of this tech.
Shout out to the tech that came up with that ingenious idea. Let's have the servers have these in, because probably he was clowning them. Why would we do that? The fact that it makes complete sense. That's what's powering your device, right? Those are the games that you're going to be playing. So why not have the tech mirror the actual blades that's inside? That is ingenious.
And to be honest, ingenious. I think that's one of the ways they are able to conquer the latency issue. Somehow on the back end, we gotta get the Lords of Cloud on the ILP again. But they have some type of technical sorcery right now that even I'm blown away. And I will say this, I will reveal this, that shout out to Lord Bill Stewart, that he did tell us at E3 is that one thing that surprised me was online multiplayer, right? Because you figure mentally, that's the harder thing. How, because remember, it's like you're going, to the cloud, then you're going from the cloud and wireless. And he's like, no, he's like, Cog, that's
easier. Yeah,
he said you're going direct route from the online, I guess, server base to the cloud. So that part blew me away. And to play these games, to play Halo 60 frames per second, and like I said, at minor, I may get a slight resolution drop in 5-10 seconds and come back, and I'm still, but all during this, the control is tight. Yes, I had to move my sensitivity up on Halo, but Gears 1-to-1, bro, horde mode, multiplayer, campaign. I cannot, and this is a beta. Like, let's keep it true, right? Like, this is not even, we're not even there yet. Now, granted, my experience may be my experience, and other people may say, nah, Cog, I played it, and I was in the bushes, and I ain't got, my cell phone tower situation ain't what it is. Hey, I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the joint was crazy. Shout out to Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat. This Xcloud tech sounds awesome. Great show, guys. I'm impressed. I gotta say,
I'm more jealous. You don't know how pissed off I am. You really don't know, because I was super gassed up. Listen, let me tell y'all guys. Listen, I got the email, right? So Sovereign put in the chat. He said, did anybody get accepted?
Oh, I was so jelly with you.
To Xcloud, right? So I'm like, I didn't check, man. I was rubbing the dirt out my eyes. I'm like, oh man. So I checked my email. Boy, my whole head blew up. right? Because it's a Xcloud, something T-Mobile, boom, verify your account. I was like, oh my God. So I jumped inside. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna verify. Then I screenshot it.
Yeah, I was bad, son.
Right? And I sent it to the cloud. I said, what, like this?
Yo, tight. Yeah, because y'all
then,
T-Mobile users, y'all getting a fast track to this thing, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but see, then I saw something pop up on Twitter.
Yes, we're not going to talk about that.
Something popped up on Twitter, and I said, well, normally I just don't look inside certain mails. I'm like, people be adding me to dumb things. So I went in there and I looked, and I just sucked my teeth and walked out the room because I already knew it was over for me by the time I got to the room. It was whoever responded.
I already jumped in there, baby. I said, y'all need it. Yes, me. Yo, two quick things. Shout out to Chief Tommy. Shout out to School Town. All right, Chief, he said, I've been playing a game that's on the cloud, and it's whack. It's not even streaming like y'all be talking about. I'm not sold on the basic cloud. All right, first off, Chief, did you play Xcloud? I need to know that. That's number one. Because number two, if it's not Xcloud, then we can't have this discussion. Number three, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no disrespect. As far as school talk, how much data did you bring? I'm on 4G. I got unlimited data, y'all. So that could be a problem for dudes who run around, you know, on their cell phone bill that ain't premium. I don't know what their situation. My situation on my 4G, I got Verizon LTE 4G. I got unlimited data, unlimited text, that whole thing. So it was a non-issue for me. But I will say this, shout out to Boss Move. Battery life could be an issue, y'all. Cause
that's what I was gonna ask you. What's going on?
Yeah. I was out there. I was out for about like maybe 3 hours. Started at 100% battery. I probably rocked down to about 30 something already. I had to charge up. I was like, damn, this is dominating your phone. Like there's no running around. I almost had to treat it like the Switch where we used to take the RAV power bricks, King. Remember how we used to take our little power bricks? You're gonna have to have your power brick. You know what I'm saying? And also we got to think about for the controller gang how you guys what you call it handle that if your controller die. You know what I'm saying? Like how dudes gonna rock with that as well. So
I know I'm about to buy a note because I'm gonna need a big screen.
Yeah. Straight time Tommy, no, it's the basic cloud, no streaming. Listen, man, I can't speak for your experience, brother. I'm just telling you what I experienced, and it was lit. So that's all I got. But yeah, Xcloud.
I just want to say something. This is fascinating to hear this, man. I mean, I've always thought Microsoft's always been kind of ahead of the puck with where things are going in gaming from a technological standpoint. I mean, they did with Xbox Live 17 years ago, and they included the Ethernet port and the internal hard drive on the console. And I think if they can get this thing working on, TVs, computers, and you're telling me that I just need to pay, whatever it is for Game Pass, and I can play all these games. This is a huge advantage if I'm looking at Stadia from a value perspective.
Yeah, bro.
This is a huge advantage for them.
I think. Got here, kid.
Well, remember, Brad, I always told y'all before when y'all was so high on Anthem, y'all was over the moon. I saw the jet boots flying out of your feet, and you guys were going nuts. And I said, listen, I don't see the market for that at all. I didn't see where it fit. And with the Stadia stuff, again, I don't see where it fits. And I'm not just saying it from a standpoint of me. There's millions of people out here, and I always like to use that word millions, right?
Millions.
There's millions of people out here that don't get it. Like, they don't get the fact that...
Are these same millions playing Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, those are the millions of people. They looking at it and they said,
do we have like the same millions doing everything in your knowledge?
Yeah, it's the same millions of people. They in the know. These are the millions that's in the know.
The chat is doing millions.
Are these going to be the same millions?
Millions. But okay, so these millions, right? they don't get it. They don't understand that. First of all, they don't to explain the tech to certain people. That's not even gonna work. They got to have it in their hand, right? But then when you tell these people you're gonna have to purchase a full price game and don't have anything to show for it, and you don't really have confidence inside this company because this company has shown you they can pick something up, and then if it don't work right within a couple of months. They already
regressing on features already.
Did you get this super chat?
Oh, get this. Oh, yeah. My fault.
I gotta read this one.
Yes,
So
please.
we have the 10 super chat from us. I'm selling my Xbox One S and PC for Xcloud now. Well, you know what, Maz? You're on to something.
You're on to something.
Matt, he's not selling his PC. He's PC Master Race for life.
Mods is selling.
No,
his
he
PC.
said it. He said it. Now, what I need you to do, Mods, is
no.
I need you to go on Twitter and make that official.
No, please don't be like these dudes that's always out here proclaiming they're getting rid of one system for the next for no reason. Nobody cares.
Don't
do
listen
that.
to him.
Don't do
Okay?
that. Don't listen to him.
Be like one of the millions on Twitter and go on there and state your withdrawal from the Xbox.
That gotta be the new shirt.
Yo, listen, guys.
It should be the new shirt.
Listen, guys. We have 103, 105 people in here. Let's get those likes up. We have great guests on this show. These guys woke up very early in the morning. You got Boom up, you got Brap up, and you got Kid Smooth over there. And he ain't even turned the green screen on. Wait till he gets showing you the moons and the stars.
Wait till he show that LED light that he got.
Listen,
I want to see that LED light.
We're gonna put the real juggernaut behind him. I got the statue, but he gonna have the real physical juggernaut behind him.
Yo, Mods, I did go on Twitter to tweet that slow-mo stupid. Listen, man. Yeah, man. I mean, it's impressive. The thing is, also, aren't they regressing on features already, Brap? Didn't I hear?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to, I think, connect your remote wirelessly or something like that at the beginning.
You're not gonna be able to do 4K 60.
Stop it.
Oh wow.
Stop it.
Wow. No, but the thing with Google, I think their selling point is you tear down that barrier
I know
buying
everything
hardware.
you say after that's going to be some form of damage and control. Well, one thing about Google is
but that's what it's for, though. I mean, it's that's the selling point. Like, you don't have to buy hardware to your $500 console or $2,000 PC.
Right.
You can just
be buying those games back.
You ain't lying though.
You're gonna be buying all those millions of games that's already out.
He's not lying though, Brap, because here's the thing, and Boom could attest this. Like, they just got a natural advantage in Game Pass in a library.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the library. Yeah.
So the fact that if you have a game on Xbox, it's already Project Xcloud enabled in some form, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be streaming or whether it be, rather cloud streaming or whether it be console streaming. So the problem they're gonna have is now you're telling me I gotta go buy Destiny again. You know what I'm saying? To get your version of Destiny that's Linux based that devs got to develop for. Literally, what we were told, it's a flick of a switch. It's already baked in on the API.
Right. The developers actually have to work on the Stadia side to get it to work.
Yes. Tell them, Boom.
Like that. Yeah. So that's the. If you got to see, when King says he's on to something, get ready. Everyone should be taking notes. But this is a businessman that was taught by grandfather. Now you people in the chat, you don't know who grandfather is. We do. We grew up with grandfather.
We know grandfather, Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee taught us the ways of the force of wheeling and dealing. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you look at what Microsoft and I'm gonna say it correctly, Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer has put together for Team Xbox.
Hold up, King. Or do we condone that? Is that exactly how it's
listen?
Okay.
That's a fact. You're gonna stop your pettiness right now. You're gonna stop it right now. That has been
just to make sure that's exactly how we say his name.
Addict, the millions agree with him.
Yes, you're gonna have to stop right now. Addict, you know what I'm talking about. He's gonna stop right now. All right.
No, I mean the thing is this. You have to look at it. First of all, right? They've been real careful about saying how we're going to pay for this service, right? And everyone, and I think it's safe to assume, right, without making an A out of anybody, right, is that this is going to be baked into Ultimate Game Pass. It makes sense, right? They're not going to have a separate charge. Microsoft is notorious of putting these deals together and being the most consumer-friendly company. Right, and developer and gaming entity, right? They want to make sure that their customers feel like they're getting the maximum dollar amount for what they're pushing, right? So when the beta is done and this becomes a full thing, if you are an Ultimate Game Pass subscriber, think about what you're getting, right? besides 200 plus games that are there that are changing monthly, and it used to be just one time a month where you were getting games. Now they've gotten really froggy, right? There's 2 and 3 times a month when new games are going in. One in the beginning, one in the middle, and one towards the end. And then, of course, we're starting this cycle over again, getting people excited. Big titles, little titles, right? You're getting first-party games. You're getting first-party games in there day and date, and they're staying there, right? Unlike, of course, Sony service where they're pulling God of War in 2 months, right? All first-party games staying in there. You're gonna get the ability to play these games on the go wherever you want, whenever you want, all for the price of $15 a month. And if you are a frugal person like the King and myself, I'm paid up until 2022 because I jumped on all these deals. And we are what year are we in? We're in 2019. So for the next 3 years, the King and I like
$1.
There you go. So I mean, they are filled.
Shout out to Colt. Shout out to Colt for going in on you dudes yelling out that dollar stuff. Shout out to Colt for that because we're going to address that in a second. Because when he put that tweet out, I laughed so hard.
He shut down so many people.
Yes, he came with the hardcore facts.
I think it's funny that people always forget that, like, you know, Netflix, Hulu, like they all give the first month for free. You know?
Shout out to Texas Lean, said they charge extra for Xcloud, so don't go for me. The vibe we're hearing right now, what Blue was alluding to, is Game Pass Ultimate will be the end.
So the wave.
Yeah, that'll be
the wave. That's where they want you at. If you're looking at it right, and let's be real, okay. Wouldn't you all, if you're a console maker right now, wouldn't you want to just shut down that whole console making and making sure that you can get a service, an app on something? The best trick in the world is to sell somebody nothing, right? To sell them nothing, to have them pay for something that all you had to do was just have a couple of dudes sit in the room, put together a program, and they can farm that program out to any device in the world. And you don't have to physically get up and go to the store and purchase anything. The moment you go to your Play Store and you hit install, and you can play from the rip right there, that's so powerful. Could you imagine? That's how Amazon and these dudes got so huge by hitting that. Yes, I want that delivered today. Let me get Prime. So it's free shipping.
I've noticed that, you know, Prime doesn't make other subscription services. They just keep making more value in the one they currently have.
Yes. So you got to understand. Yeah, they want to get everybody wants to get out of the hardware making business, probably except for Nintendo, because Nintendo want to sell you a new joystick or how to play something every once in a while, you know, because they're innovators. They're actually hobbyists.
Yo, shout out to DJ Sig. They already started. They calling me Lord Xcloud coming in hot. They say, yo, they stupid right now. They like, you got to change your name, Cog. You out here pom-pomming too hard. Listen, man. It's fire. It's fire. I can't understate this thing, man. It is really impressive.
I'd rather him be pom-pomming this than Switcher.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I thought it was Switcher.
That's coming up next.
So Switcher's in the bushes for Cognito now. Then
I'm just glad that he said it from his mouth. If they get it right or they do whatever they're gonna do, he gonna throw it in the bushes, and I'm gonna record it while he chucks it into the bushes, and we're gonna make a meme out of it so y'all can put it in the chat and y'all can show the meme of the bush that him throwing it in the bush.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I know Sam gonna be mad or betrayed him, but it's something to be said to having these AAA experiences. The same
that you can't get over there. You got that Vaseline version.
Even the graphical fidelity. We know how we feel about our achievements. You know how we feel about the Xbox Live infrastructure. It's home, man. So it's just like, it's gonna be tough.
Yo, Addict, I am so happy we broke them up.
Look, shout out to Slow Mo. Switches in the bushes.
They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out that Icon saw missing today. Stop it, kid.
Saw missing for a reason. He boycotted me. Man. Shout out to Undead with the eyes. The millions of people, man. The millions gonna be on this Xcloud.
Millions.
Yo, shout out to Rafe. He said Phil is loving Iron Lord podcast right now. But anyway, that's
Hey,
all.
Cognito, I will say this: there is something to be said, like you said, like having those AAA experiences on a mobile device.
Woo.
But I think not just that, having access to your content outside of having access to it just only on the Xbox console.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm experiencing now on my PC. And I'm telling you, like, it's nice. It's the reason why I bought a PC, because I still had access to that ecosystem. Yes.
Brad, let me ask you a question. So you're playing Xbox stuff on your PC?
I'm playing it. Well, I'm playing Destiny 2 right now on my PC.
Oh, okay.
He
So you're
played
going
Gears. He played Gears on his PC.
But no, but I was playing Gears 5 on PC with Mooch and and Forte. It was, oh my god.
Oh, that was crazy. That's crazy. Who did that for you?
Satya Nadella did that for me.
Hey, listen.
Satya greenlighted it. Satya's the.
Listen, it wasn't Phil Bogus, was it? No.
You were not going to slander Mr. Phil Harrison, who actually was part of the Xbox team.
He was.
If you remember, years ago.
He was, and we had to remove him.
I mean, he hopped around everywhere.
He was at Sony too, right? Yeah.
He was at Sony. Look, hey.
Listen, he's a man with no country.
Oh wow!
Wow!
He's a running.
Shout out to Philly Eagle was the verb, but that's what I got, man. Check it out. If anybody is able to get into the Xcloud Beta in the next couple weeks, please post your experiences. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's just one man's opinion, just to let y'all know but what I experienced. But that's what I got. Lord King, what is going on with the Outer Worlds?
Oh, well, I thought you was gonna preface it, because usually you hand it off.
Yeah, I'll press it. All right, so I'll set it up. So basically, it's Outer Worlds has been in the news this week. A lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, first of all, let's shout out our brethren of the Xbox 2, Randall Thor and Lord Jess Gordon of Windows Central. Because it was hot and heavy in these Twitter streets, brap. Did you see what was going on? And Outer Worlds came out, and I guess the initial report was that the Xbox One X would only have enhancements from 4K, that whole bit, the treatment. But it was told to them that initially that a PlayStation 4 Pro will not have any enhancements. So that set Twitter on fire. The interwebs were at war. This is unfair. How are they, Microsoft, the evil Microsoft, making this first-party game studios gimp the PlayStation version specifically? You know what I'm saying? So it was hot and heavy, and people were calling foul. They were throwing flags on the field, King. So then the news came out, and it looks, shout out to Jess Gordon. He had the email from the PR team who told him specifically what had happened, because people were attacking, like, how could you post a story or whatever.
They were saying he lied and shit.
Right.
Shiznit.
Yeah, that was so ridiculous. Yeah, I
so
saw that.
Shout out to Rand and Jez for holding it down, providing the evidence that they got this straight from the PR team. They were not running with the story, and it was eventually debunked by Private Division. So, Lord King, where we at with all this Outer World stuff?
Well, this is how I see it. It's on the 25th it comes out, yes? Yes, so this much anticipated game that's about to hit these streets, and it looks phenomenal. If you've seen all the marketing that Microsoft is putting behind this game, it's in Game Pass day and date, isn't it, guys?
Yes.
So if you have
and on PC too.
Yes, Game Pass on PC. If you happen to have that, you'll definitely be playing that for the low cost of what they say, $1 or whatever they do right now. The low cost, and it's also being released on the PlayStation for what is that, $59.99?
You remember that poll?
Wow.
Remember that poll I posted?
So wait, so King, you trying to say the inferior version and also cost more? That's what we going. That's what we doing.
So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do it just like this. We're gonna move it just like this, right? So you can actually purchase the game on Microsoft for the same $59.95 with the enhancements. If you have an Xbox One X, you can have the 4K. Hopefully it's 30, or maybe it might be 60. I don't know. But when I get into my house, I know it's gonna be 4K native, and I know that. See, everybody wants the PlayStation to do something that it can't do. It cannot do native 4K, and if it does, it's probably like one of those little indie games that you really don't care about. But when you really want to get serious and down to the mustard and get down to the grind of it, Phil wanted that power narrative for this exact reason right here.
So,
all right.
So just out of curiosity,
yes, sir.
How would you sell this premium edition of Outer Worlds to the millions of people that own a PlayStation 4?
What I would do is tell them, I said, listen, man, and I would come up and I would have a heavy heart as I grabbed the microphone. Outer Worlds will be coming out on the 25th of October on all major platforms. There's one platform that you can get a premium experience for just $1. If you just join Game Pass.
You sound like one of those Emperor commercials trying to get charity for like kids that
like,
can't.
you know, for $5 a day, you can
You too. You too.
For just $1, you can get Outer Worlds and 200 other games to play, or you can go down the road and get the inferior version for $59.95 for one singular game, and you can experience that one game for the high price of $59.95.
Thank you.
You can move on with your life.
Oh my God, I'm in tears.
How would you feel, King, knowing that if you're on PlayStation, you don't have access to Game Pass for the $1? You got to spend $59.99.
I'm buying an Xbox.
You can buy an Xbox just for one game, so you don't have to pay an extra $58.
See, Addict, and this is where I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna put the firecracker in your ear and blow your mind.
Maybe I don't want a firecracker.
But check it out. This is the M80. Boom. This is gonna blow your brains. Pause. Check it out. When you buy an Xbox and you get Game Pass, you don't just get the Outer Worlds, brother. Brother, do you understand what you're getting there? You're getting award-winning games.
Award-winning
games. You get Gears of War 5.
You got it.
Halo. Come
Sea
on,
of Thieves.
man. You can see of Thieves with the millions of players. Brother, where are you at? You getting Forza, the award-winning Forza. I mean, listen, I'm saying this is where Xbox is hitting its stride, and Game Pass is the vehicle, is the juice that's pushing it forward. PlayStation may not need a Game Pass. You know why? Because all of y'all 125 or 150 million people got it. You got nothing to show for it. You got PlayStation now, right now. And I would love, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I hope that they start to lose so bad that they really change around the structuring of PlayStation now. Not for nothing, to be honest with you, this is what I'm talking about here. You have the game that's coming out, and not just because Microsoft owns the game company, and that game was already in development, so that's why it's coming out on PlayStation, and they're gonna honor that contract, but they don't have to give it to y'all guys for free. So it's gonna be on this place for free. But if PlayStation Now was in the same position that Game Pass is right now, how cool would that be that the game is being released date and date to you guys as well, and we can use these services? I want every system that we have to have a service function like this, so that don't buy I'm not buying another Xbox game at all. All right, I'm keeping it funky with you guys.
So that Game Pass, I already know where you at.
I don't need to do that. So
you're not going to buy Destiny 3?
That's not an Xbox exclusive. Shut up.
Oh, you said exclusive.
Shut up.
Let's get it. What do you feel about this whole Outer Worlds thing, man?
I don't care.
You don't care. That's where you.
I'm gonna preload that on my Xbox through Game Pass and play with the millions of people gonna play through Game Pass.
Now, what about the whole initial thing with? Remember they said, but people thought there was a disparity. When people thought that Microsoft was playing dirty, and
it's still a disparity.
Well, true as far as performance, yes, we know the X is a superior version, yes, but but to the point as if there weren't going to be any PlayStation enhancements what we initially thought. Like, where are you at with that, Addict? Like, do you think that would have been crazy out of bounds, or hey, it is what it is?
Look, man, Sony be doing way more suspect stuff.
They
like, go for it, man. Go for it. That's what you got to do. Then go for it. First off, we ain't gonna even act like Call of Duty don't have an exclusive mode for a year. If you feel like you need to make that, first off, one's 1440p and one's 4K. Is that how it goes? I don't know. I don't keep track of this stuff. I just turn the game on and play it. But if that's how it is, it's not my fault Sony didn't do that. They didn't buy the studio, so they don't have the right to tell them what to do with their game. Like maybe if Sony spent more money than just buying them Sonic, they'd have 4K on their console.
Kid, I hear you chirping, man. Where you at with this, kid?
Yeah, I don't think why people was tripping because all I heard when the X came out, power doesn't matter. Where's the game? So they shouldn't be caring about this supposed 1080p game. So like, I think to have that energy over a resolution versus having that energy over Destiny, like there's Xbox people that still don't got some Destiny content from Destiny 1. And now with Call of Duty, it's like, no, don't even say anything. Just keep quiet. And if you want to be really real, The Outer Wars is published by who? Private Division? Right. Yeah. Microsoft really didn't have that was up to Private Division and Obsidian to really do that.
And you know, like I noticed that there's like some miscommunication with the whole is Pro getting an enhanced stuff. Like I'm just sitting here like, why are we? What's what I'm looking for? We are going at everyone else, known to man, but the people who gave the information. Like, I'm just like mad. Like, and you know, part of me feels like the only reason this happens is because obviously, the whole thing that happened with Windows Central, and they got the PR thing, and they literally were just going off of information that PR told them.
You got a super chat, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So we got a $5 super chat from Stitch 669. In the past, games sold consoles. This coming generation, I think services will sell consoles. You know what, Stitch? You might be on to something. When Xbox and PlayStation go up there on the front lines, next holiday to try to poach the millions of people who buy their consoles.
No, that poaching is billions. We got millions already.
I just feel like I really do. We won't go into the whole thing, but I really feel like if this wouldn't have been if they wouldn't have bought this game, this studio, this wouldn't even be an issue. Right. Like this happens all the time, and it's never an issue. But now, since Microsoft owns the company, now Microsoft's doing this. I get so tired of it because I'm like, what Addict. Red Dead? What happened with Red Dead?
Addict.
Is this an issue with Red Dead? Like, how many games comes out that it runs that looks better on the X? I don't even have an X. I don't care. Like, but it's just like people.
You gotta get this man an X.
Addict. No. He's gonna get that Scarlet. We bypassing that. He already in the know. But my question, Addict, are you trying to say that PlayStation people are happy when it's in their favor, but when it's not, they're screaming foul?
Oh no, you can't mean that, King.
Here we go. Are we screaming bias? Is that what we doing?
That's with everything.
I didn't want to use the B word, but someone had to say
Brap
it.
is here, y'all. Remember, Brap is here.
Yeah. No, it happens on both sides. But a lot of the uproar came because Game Informer did a deep dive on this game back in March, and the actual developer did say that the console versions were going to be experiencing 4K. So that's where a lot of the most of the uproar confusion.
Did they get some kind of quote from a developer or someone?
They interviewed the developer. Game Informer did a deep dive. The developer, they sat down with the developer, and the developer said, "Yeah, the game's going to be 4K on all consoles."
Addict, a lot of your head, Addict. He said services ain't selling more consoles than games.
Brad, can I ask you a question?
Look, BG. Yeah. All I'm saying is right now, because Game Pass, let's be real, Microsoft ain't making them hot games. But theoretically, if they start launching those really nice games, and Xbox got 85 plus games on Game Pass, and we're not gonna act like Sony ain't gonna sell consoles. Sony's gonna sell consoles, but people are buying Xboxes for Game Pass, like they really are. My high school teacher bought an Xbox. Ain't owned an Xbox in probably 10 years. He bought one because of Game Pass. Because at the end of the day, what you do is you set yourself up to be the perfect side console. If you're not, most of these people that are going to buy this console.
So Xbox is the side chick.
Yeah,
let me finish. these people were not going to buy an Xbox in the first place. But when you give them the option, like, look, like you only want an Xbox for the Halos, for the Gears, the games that we play that you do enjoy. We got something called Game Pass. You just give us $10 a month and you got it anyway.
Med said, shout out to Meds. He said the only thing I use on my Xbox is Game Pass, period. Is there people saying some truth to that?
Like, look, I get it. Some people don't like services. Some people hate the services, you know, but at the end of the day, people are buying console for a service. Like, it's just how it is. Game Pass, it might not be the best thing for you. You know, some people like physically owning their stuff. I still saw someone the other day in a podcast. I can't remember what podcast was it. They said that they were going to buy that.
Yo, he said only people buy the Xbox for services is your teacher and everybody in that class.
Listen, I can't see it if it's not in color, BG.
Oh, you can't see it now. Now you can't see BG.
This only read color, BG.
And what's funny is all of these people won't buy an Xbox game, but they'll do the service. So services are convenient for you because you want to be cheap, but they're not convenient for people that want to be cheap. Just you, got you.
Let me ask you a question. Like, you remember that old car, Yugo? Remember Yugo?
Yes, I remember the Yugos.
Yeah, it had
death traps.
Yeah, death traps, right? So, and you know, Yugo couldn't go past 60 miles an hour, right?
No, I do remember that. Yeah,
because that was their limit. So. You trying to get that PlayStation Pro, that Yugo, to go 100 miles an hour, and it can't do it, baby. You can't do 4K, man. Just deal with the facts of it.
No. What I'm saying is that this goes back not to 4K, but to the fact that the game is going to have enhancements. That's why a lot of people were kind of like, well, wait a minute, like the developers said,
from 1080p to 1440p.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It is an enhancement, but they were saying no enhancement. So people were saying, well, wait a minute, like. The Game Informer article where the developer was talking about this game, they did confirm enhancements. So,
I think that's an enhancement from 1080p to 1440p. That's an enhancement, and you guys should be proud of that. You should beat your chest. You should be really happy that you got 1440p.
Oh my Lord, Brap, let me just get you on this. When the news initially came out, and we were told there was a disparity that the Pro would not get any enhancements. At that
let me interrupt you for 15 seconds.
Let's go.
King, go ahead and click his picture down there, because I know you could show everyone just King. When you read that distinctly, what was the look on your face when you first read that sentence? The Pro was not going to get any enhancements at all. What was that?
I'm done.
I did just like this. I read it and said, like the Cheshire Cat. I was the Cheshire Cat. I just sat up in the trees and was like, and it has begun.
Oh my God.
Y'all don't think any of this was done for publicity, just to get because they waited before they clarified. They wanted to get everybody talking. I feel like the timing, the game's due out next week. You know what I mean?
Great point.
You remember what that plagiarizing thing did for Dead Cells? Nobody was checking for that game.
Man, all they have to do is contact IGN and pay someone mad money just to plagiarize the game
and destroy his career.
We got that $5 suit for my man Philly Eagle. Good afternoon, Lords. There are over 1,000 quality exclusive games on Xbox. New games released every day for your information. The best games subjectively are not AAA. That's what's up. Okay, all right.
Shout out to Philly Eagle. I think you are onto something, my brother. And the millions of people are playing those 1,000 games, and you're onto it, baby. Let's get it.
Sure. Continue, y'all. Continue on, kid.
Oh no, I just feel like the timing and how long they waited before they clarified it. I think it was done for publicity. They took advantage of that. They knew it would be something that would catch traction. It's good for the game, especially. Like when the I know King mentioned something about the marketing. I don't feel the marketing has been that strong for the Outer Worlds.
You didn't see it?
I've been seeing it.
There's been a lot of.
I've seen it, but
there's been a lot of major YouTubers and stuff
from like Obsidian and whatnot. I think it still doesn't give me that let's say that Fallout vibe of like advertisement. So I figured. Like any sort of
they made a game don't mean they get the advertisement that franchise.
Yeah, but they also are being isn't Private Division owned by 2K?
Yes. Yeah,
that's a big firm to they got marketing dollars. I mean, they make like $1 billion off one 2K game every time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But the question is this, right? It's how we consume our stuff now.
Right.
So I consume mainly most of my information through YouTube, right?
Mhm.
And through that consumption, I'm seeing the ads that pop up is out of world.
People don't realize, I try to vocalize this enough. It is not worth advertising on TV unless it's certain events or certain programs. Like, I worked for Dish Network. I was in these meetings. Like, unless it's The Walking Dead or Friday Night Football or Monday Night Football, people
Did
don't
you say Friday Night Football?
Okay, well,
you know he don't watch football. You know he don't watch football.
I don't do football. That's why I corrected myself immediately. Look, that's why I
He
corrected
said the
myself.
Tuesday night football, boy. That Tuesday night football.
Look, that's why I corrected myself immediately.
The
But it's like-
millions watch Tuesday Night Football.
it's like I said, like a lot. Look, I told you I don't watch football. Football's wrong for me.
Continue, addict.
It's just not. There's more people watching YouTube right now than the majority of programs on TV.
Yeah.
By far. It's
And
not
most of them
even. It's not even remote. By
Most of them
far.
are asleep. Anytime you see me on YouTube, I'm asleep.
Let me get Boom.
Yo,
Boom, we still in here, man. I see your mic muted. I just want to make sure Boom is still rocking and roll. I wanted to get his take on this situation, but he may have stepped.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here,
Oh, there you
bro.
go, Boom. Yeah, man. I need your feeling, bro. When the news broke, as far as this whole thing with Outer Worlds, like, where was your head at? And then obviously we know about the clarification since then.
Well, look, I mean, listen, here's the thing. It's funny. I'm not sure. It might have been Kids Move that said it, or it might actually have been you. It is really, this community and gaming journalism as a whole is very fun. Okay? Because if this would have been roles reversed and it would have been a PS4 with advancements, people would not have been calling foul, especially in the media. I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, it would not have. You wouldn't have heard no one talking about it except for the podcasters. But the minute this was Microsoft's advantage, it blew up like crazy. Now, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The X is more powerful than the Pro. I mean, that's folks. If you haven't gotten that already, let me write it down. Give me an email address, and I will break it down for you. Boomstick style, send it to you so you can understand it. There's no denying what it is. It is what it is. And first of all, the whole notion that the evil empire known as Microsoft was going to somehow cut features from the PlayStation Pro version just so the X looks better, that was ridiculous. So I'm glad that was clarified. But I am going to say this: understand that when King and I talk about the long game that Phil is playing, this is a perfect example.
You can't just say Phil. We're on Iron Lord's podcast.
You know what time it is.
Okay, so I'm sorry. It is Phil Maximus, Dominus Spencer, or Dominus Maximus.
Yeah, Dominus Maximus.
Oh my god.
So the thing is this: he's playing the long game, and we also heard many times over that when Phil Spencer went to these companies and saw what they were currently working on, they bought the studios because of what they are working on after. But here is the trick. Outer Worlds is going to be a runaway success. There's no doubt about it. And what they have done is they put the breadcrumbs down to people that are starving. And when the Outer Worlds 2 releases and it's an Xbox Scarlet exclusive, all of these folks that played the first one that are like, well, I'm not going to play it because it's on Xbox, are all full of S, because they're going to be going out and buying, getting Game Pass or getting an Xbox Scarlet console to play it. So not only is that important, but you have to understand it is a Microsoft first-party studio, and I would expect Sony, because they're dastardly, right? They're the guy in the corner watching the bomb explode, twirling the mustache, right? That's Sony,
Lord.
right? They're dastardly.
Just out of curiosity.
They sound like they Dr. Robotic.
Yo, let's get that super chat real quick and get back to this dastardly.
I'll take it real quick. So we got the $5 super chat from JD Gamer. Real talk, can we please go back to the pre-2002 definition of AAA, when AAA represented quality and craftsmanship of a game versus its budget? Look, you might be onto something because
People are onto something.
I really, like I hate this term AAA. Like I really do. I get it. People like to use that to clown on. Oh, it's just a AA. Yeah, a game can get an 86 Metacritic, and if it wasn't a triple, like marketed as a AAA title, it's just a AA though. Like that. I see so many people discrediting games like Ori because it's just a AA though.
Is Dead Cells a AAA title? In y'all opinion?
No, it's AAA quality, but it's not AAA budget.
Right. Look,
okay, so then
I just want a good game. I don't care. Just
just like JD Game is saying, right? I don't equate it in that manner. I don't do the budget thing to say that it's such a big budget because I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot stand Red Dead.
Anthem had a crazy budget.
All right, and they broke the budget, but I can play Dead Cells until I'm blue in the face. And it's very hard to take this face and make it blue. All right. So let's I'm a real live chocolate face. But I'm telling you, that game exudes the qualities that I like in the care, the craftsmanship, the little jokes, the stuff here and there. Not saying that Red Dead doesn't have it, but Red Dead budget was through the roof. And you had this game that gave me the same amount, if not way more enjoyment out of a smaller budget, but that's a AAA title as well. I think AAA is defined by how that game hits and resonates with the individual.
I do have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
In terms of Outer Worlds, I do feel like this is a very, very important title for Microsoft in general. Like it might be an exclusive, but I feel like it can define what Obsidian can make for them in the future.
Yes.
Right.
In terms of critically acclaimed, what do you think like an estimate of its Metacritic score going to be?
90 something.
87.
I think it's going to be like let's do 3 points, like 3-point estimate. Like I think it's going to be like an 83 to like an 86.
Outer Worlds?
I think it's going to be a 92 to a 96.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
The reason why I believe it's going
to
listen. The reason why I believe it's going to be that way is because it's going to be on PlayStation. Now, part 2, if it is only on Xbox, they're gonna be like it's a 55.
I can see it right now on the sequel. It's just not innovative enough. It doesn't do anything its previous didn't do.
I like playing it on my 1440p screen.
Listen, I gotta stop with the propaganda.
Push the
1440p. These are Obsidian. You know what I'm saying? Arguably the people who made the best Fallout.
It's not arguably too. Anyone says
New Vegas, that's the best Fallout. And Anchorman is losing his mind right now.
People say New Vegas is the
winner. Anchorman will agree. He'll say it's one of the. I think he says it's the second. I don't know. I don't be listening to Anchorman when he talks about Fallout.
I would say it's the best Fallout.
Something like that.
Go ahead, Brap.
No, I would agree with you guys. I think Fallout Vegas is the best of the Fallout games.
It also made South Park Stick of Truth. They made Pillars of Eternity. They make great games in that genre, and they don't mess up. Like their games are always good.
Yeah.
Oh my
and that's the part that blows my mind.
On y'all right now. He said this is not a regular ILP episode. This is Xbox Inside.
Wait. You said Daniel. Where's the color? Because I can't read you.
Oh wow. My God.
Daniel, I cannot read you.
King is colorblind. All right.
Wow.
But it's like the opposite. He has to see the color before he can see.
Addict. I'm color sensitive. Yeah. So when I see color, my eyes just light up. I'm different.
Oh boy. No, I do want to say to Boo's point about the because I got to comment on the media.
I was waiting for it.
No, I think this was a media story because of what the developer had previously stated. They did do. There was a Game Informer article, a long, deep down dive into the development of the game, where Game Informer did speak to developer, and they said, they said, hey, it's going to be, enhanced. We want this IP to be successful. That's why this was a story, because all of a sudden, it's like, well, wait a minute, here we are, 3 weeks from release, and now we're just finding out that it's not going to have enhancements when the developer previously said. So I think that's why it was a story. I don't think it has anything to do with
do you really
bias or anything like that.
is a huge, bigger story just because it's like 3 weeks out and these dudes had their heart set on super enhancements. Like, you will not be getting a biscuit with your meal.
The only thing I care about is the only thing I care about is the PC enhancements at the end of the day. So
listen, I understand. I understand, but if you don't get a biscuit with it, is it a good meal?
Hey,
I'm gonna feel shortchanged if I don't get my biscuit. That's
I want my biscuits, baby.
Look, it's gotta have biscuit and some butter. So
there it is, biscuit with butter sauce.
There you go. So we're gonna move on. We got a couple more topics we gotta get popping, man. But I'm glad
the millions.
I don't think everyone answered where they think it's gonna.
Land.
I didn't. Yeah.
90 to 93 for me. Wow. I think it's gonna be in the 90.
Man, you guys got some crazy expectations.
I love how that game looks. It looks fantastic. I'm sorry.
I think 83 to 86, man. That's what I'm saying. With it?
I think 85. I've seen some gameplay footage.
It's on the Switch, so automatically I had to give it a little lower score.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I think, oh my God. I think 85. I see some gameplay footage where the people were equating the shooting mechanics to Fallout 4, so I'll deduct points for that. There's some issues with the melee combat not feeling responsive. Okay. Maybe that's something they patched before release, but other than that, I've heard the story arc, the character tree, the skill trees, everything like that works for what I understand has been really awesome. But
all right, before
I'll go 85.
Before we move on, in the chat, put what you guys think is going to get.
Yeah, I'm going in the chat. I think
I want to see what Christopher Hart gonna say. hey, Christopher Hart, you gotta give us both versions, the Xbox version and the PlayStation version, because you got to give me the 1440. Let's go.
Oh my! You give that man a heart attack, King.
The Xbox version will rate higher. I'll say that.
It better rate higher because it's in a higher resolution.
That used to happen in the past. You guys remember that? A long time ago.
It got more features. They come with a biscuit.
Anyway,
you ain't getting no biscuit
as opposed to a chew biscuit.
No biscuit for you.
So do you think when they're owned by Xbox, everyone's going to get a biscuit and some side like macaroni and cheese?
Bro, we're gonna get a biscuit. We're gonna get an apple pie side dish.
Lap dance.
Set it up, baby.
Out of control. Anyway, moving along. We got 2 more to get out of here, man. Gears 5, y'all.
Someone literally just said stalling on that Gears.
I'm trying to get to it, Geeky. I'm trying to get to it, baby. So, yeah, man, like a lot is going on right now. Streets, again, very hot and heavy in the room. Gears 5, man. NPD came out, and of course, your boy had the article on lordsgaming.net breaking down the great Matt Piscatella information. So, yeah, man. So basically, the news has come out. NPD and obviously NBA 2K20 has won NPD for September, and
it should.
Thanks, sir. And on
I said like it should.
Yeah. Oh, like it should. Yeah, 2K's a beast. We know about that. Borderlands 3, Fight for 20. And then we were looking for Gears. As obviously Gears was a very highly anticipated game, a lot of hype behind it. And we saw that number 7, which created a lot of controversy in these streets. Now, on the Xbox platform itself, it finished 3rd behind, again, NBA 2K and Borderlands. Actually, Borderlands led first, right? Correct.
Yep.
Kid. So Borderlands was first on Xbox and NBA 2K20, and then Gears was 3rd on its own platform. So I want to bring this to the Lords. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some caveats here. There's some things we got to discuss. Obviously, with the digital sales aspect, in terms of Gears, again, Steam sales were not counted for Gears 5 for the Xbox. We know this is kind of new to NPD as far as Microsoft kind of having their games on that platform. So I don't know if it's something that will be alleviated in the future. But as of right now, the digital sales have come in. So I'm bringing this to the round table, y'all. The streets are talking. Is Gears 5 a flop?
Not even close. Not even
close. Hold on.
The millions say it's not.
The millions say no.
All right, let's set it off. Let's set it off with Boom. Boom jumped up early, so I want to give it to Boom.
Well, I mean, first of all, here's the problem: the metrics that we are currently forced to use are antiquated and old. And it does not seem like it makes a whole lot of sense when you want to talk about numbers. It's funny because you remember Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Yes.
Remember the part when they're in the office about the tickets, and he goes, I don't remember what's in this hand because the $500 is in this hand, right? You remember that? Because I remember that. Me and my brother Neo Mentor talk and laugh about that all the time. It seems hilarious to me that we have to say, before we start talking about numbers, this wasn't added, this wasn't added, and this wasn't added. I mean, come on, folks. Well, I mean, the NPD, listen, I'm sorry, folks. You guys need to spend some money and update your system.
Oh, we're coming for NPD. Damn.
I'm sorry. I mean, how does, first of all, Steam is the first time a major first party is on there. Right. Don't you think those numbers are kind of important? Because I kind of do consider.
Well, that's actually up to Steam to release those numbers. That's not up to NPD. Yeah, because Nintendo doesn't release digital numbers. Yeah, that's up to the.
Again,
NPD has no power over that.
No. I hear you, but what I'm saying is that's why we have to be careful about where we put these numbers in these stories, because the numbers are not telling the full story.
Yeah, I agree.
That is the end of the story. And second of all, we have to remember this: the fact that it hit number 7, because right. Think again, people didn't talk about this, so I'm gonna bring it up. The fact that it's number 7 in sales. Right, with certain numbers that are not being counted because other people, they're dastardly in the corner with the mustache.
You
right?
with the dastardly, yo, you're killing me.
Okay, the certain numbers aren't being. Number 7 out of the top 10 games, and if in a title that's available for free in Game Pass, tells a better tale than it being number 7 because it's not popular.
Can we stop saying games and Game Pass are for free? You have to pay a subscription service for these.
But you're not paying.
The chat is saying we are damage control. Here comes the capping. They said we capping for games.
Yo, listen,
how we damage control?
When y'all get to me, y'all gonna love this because I'm gonna pull no punches.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna get ready to pass it over to King because he's usually
no.
I got some interesting numbers to share too.
Okay, well, I mean, getting back to numbers. Okay, number 3 on the actual Xbox platform, folks. Borderlands is both of those games, NBA 2K20 and Borderlands 3, are multi-plats, folks.
Good point.
Selling to millions more than just the Xbox community. So number 3, I gotta be honest with you, is not bad. No one's damage controlling, and I got news for you. And this is for the PlayStation exclusive folks. As much as I love their exclusives. And I talk about their exclusives and their marketing and everything, you need to stop frauding and get out there and buy yourself an Xbox or play on PC and get yourself to play Gear 5. End of story. End of story.
Before I let you go, because again,
yes, sir.
I'm Cognito. I got to keep it fair. I got to keep it balanced, both sides.
You don't have to keep nothing. Let's keep it moving.
Listen. We're going to keep
I
it
agree with everything you said. Let's keep it moving.
Shut up, Eric. I got to ask
Oh, my God.
Boom this question. And in the sake of fair. And
Boom, you don't have to answer that. I'm gonna say it right now.
we're making some fantastic points. First of all, you are on fire, right? As far as the multi-plat aspect, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Now, the question I have for you, because remember, NBA 2K, I'm with you on that. Multi-plat. And I spoke to, shout out to Matt Piscatella. I spoke to Piscatella behind the scenes because technically, Switch does not count digital sales. Nintendo is notorious for that. However, with 2K,
the infrastructure sucks.
We know.
Okay. Go ahead.
But they
probably don't even know. They probably got like a paper room.
You guys are terrible. But with 2K, I noticed the asterisk on digital sales was not there for Nintendo. So I'm like, is the Switch sales of 2K included? And he said
2K. I think it's the publishers.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. The publisher, which is was it Take-Two Interactive or whatever, right? So
Yes.
he confirmed. He's like, Cog, that is also including Switch sales. So that is huge for 2K to do what it's doing. It's getting basically all those platforms included. Okay, Borderlands, I'm with you. FIFA, we're gonna assume just came out, right? Huge.
FIFA? Yeah.
FIFA, sorry. Sorry, European lords, I apologize. FIFA, right? Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. Okay, Zelda, monumental IP. I mean, it's a remake, though. It's a remake, you know what I'm saying? But monumental IP. Now, the only thing I struggle, and I gotta ask Boom this because you made some good points. Madden came out in August, right? and Breakpoint came out for 1 day, and that was the Ultimate Edition to be included early on that list, and it surprised Gears. So a lot of the PlayStation contingent say Breakpoint is inexcusable for Breakpoint to be over Gears because that was only the Ultimate Edition. Yes, it was multi-plat, but it was only 1 day available to hit, I guess, the September mark. What say you to the fan base that say that?
Well, what I have to say is that, again, you're talking multi-plat versus exclusive to one console.
Yes.
That's what I have to run with, and it's not damage controlling, folks. When you're selling a game to multiple consoles or platforms to play on versus selling one game to one group of gamers, I don't necessarily know if you can argue the point. I'm not making excuses for this.
You're saying, yo, Cog, those are multi-plats. At the end of the day, there's more people there. That's what you say.
All right, here's the thing.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse. Gears 5 didn't sell that much. It didn't sell like previous Gears, and that can be attributed to one thing: Game Pass.
Yes.
They had over 3
I
million.
don't know anybody that bought that game.
They have
Like,
over
I'm not gonna lie.
Remember with Game Pass, you had Game Pass.
Hold on, I just got one quick question, then we'll find out really what happened. King, did you buy this or did you Game Pass?
Hell no.
Okay, then right there, if the pretty gamer didn't buy it, then I think
we're not using anecdotal evidence.
No, I already told you. Once I got Game Pass, that was done with that. Man, what's wrong with you? Done with that.
His facial expression kills me.
Face, why you gotta make the face of disgust?
No,
His face is like, what?
I'm done with that. Listen.
What?
Microsoft will have me in their ecosystem. I will never let my Game Pass lapse. I will never let my Game Pass lapse. Like I will never buy another game.
Okay, kids.
Okay,
continue. Kid is cooking right now. What
I mean, they had over 3 million users, you know, on Game Pass. So, like, and remember, if you had Game Pass Ultimate, which had just came out, like, a couple weeks prior to like the Gears 5 Ultimate releasing, you got that access to that early. So it's like this was one of those case scenarios where Game Pass didn't help the sales of a game, like you know how Game Pass helped and how it helped Sea of Thieves and whatnot. It's just that now that the player base on Game Pass is a little bit mature, they know what they're into. It just more so people gravitated the people that would have bought Gears 4, right? Gears 4 I think sold over 650 copies during its release, its initial release for its NPD numbers back in 2016. I'm going to tell you, Gears 5 probably did maybe 250 to 300,000 to that in actual sales. But in Game Pass, they still got the numbers that they would have had as far as users. So only thing I gotta say is it looks bad because the way that we judge everything and the way what we measure as success is, it scored that.
Right.
Well, people
at the end of the day, we gotta say, hey, how does Microsoft look at this? Like, is this worth it? Are they getting what they want by sacrificing Gears of War's unit sales versus Game Pass subscription sales? So that's where I'm trying to figure out. So because at some point, if Gears is taking an L like this, they have to be getting a W somewhere else.
Right.
Smart point.
So the question is there's a lot of the chat is on fire right now. I got to give Spartan God this one because he's coming for kid. He said, wait, Microsoft said Gears Game Pass increases sales and Xbox dudes claim devs said that their games did much better on Game Pass. So why no sales talk? Ask the panel now. What's up? What's up?
I got you. I'm gonna light your world on fire. I got you.
Go ahead, kid. Because they on you. Kid is on you. BG
All
on
right,
you.
so
Okay,
so y'all want to?
No,
okay, y'all want to get at me?
They want kid first. They want kid first.
They want kid. Y'all want kid.
They want kid.
Someone said in the chat that he's prepping for weapon.
A lot of
yeah, they said you're prepping for weapon wheel. Continue.
A lot of the games, like the games in Game Pass, especially like those mid-tier games, they're being helped by Game Pass. They're being like a developer came out that made the Descenders, and he just revealed his numbers of what Game Pass did. So it just came out the blue, like, hey, you know, this is what we did since we've been in Game Pass. So I can understand. Yes, it does help games. So that statement still holds true, but that statement isn't true for every title that falls in Game Pass.
Well, real quick, I just want to piggyback on what Kid just said. That is true. Because basically what Game Pass is doing is resuscitating interest and engagement in those games that have already released. Games like have like a 90-day shelf life or something. I think Matt was telling us this.
Yeah, it's 90 days.
Yeah, and basically after that, it's like the fall off is like, in terms of retail sales, is tremendous. What Game Pass is doing, what Kid's talking about, is resuscitating engagement where people are going out, playing those games, and then buying them again, or doing microtransactions and whatnot.
You got to look for the people that, you know, I have a couple friends that they'll get into Game Pass, and they'll play a game for like 2 or 3 days, and then he gets took out of Game Pass, and like, well, man, now I got to buy the game.
Right.
So
let me ask
that sale never would have happened if they couldn't have played that game through Game Pass.
Let me
The engagement, yeah.
Let me ask you this, boy. Me and you, we had a lot of discussions about this. And shout out to your rant, man. You had a fantastic rant on this day ago. My question to you, Brap, is what about, again, the contingent that says, look at Gears 4. Look at the contrast. You know what I'm saying? NPD, what was it? I believe, number 3 for that month?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you put the stats. So I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you roll with it. What do you say to that? You know, as far as Gears past history and this, people saying this is the worst Gears has done. The franchise is on a decline, and this Game Pass thing is bad for optics and giving it away. Like, where you at with that?
So okay, couple things. Yeah, the optics, I could see that argument. I don't agree. I don't think, first of all, I don't think Gears is in decline. Gears 5 was a better game than Gears 4, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of stuff we don't know in terms of the numbers. Like, what did Gears 5 do for Game Pass? Because clearly Microsoft's focused on engagement. They're focused on Game Pass. Rand has said this on numerous occasions on his podcast, that he's been told directly that they don't care about selling physical disc or, digital downloads. They care about Game Pass subscriptions. They want to sell Game Pass subscriptions, so they don't care about if they sold 3 million at retail. They just don't. They're not focused on that anymore.
Not at all.
Yeah, but the optics of it, and I can understand this argument. If you look at Gears of War 4 in 2016 NPD, it was number 3 overall for that month. It sold to a smaller install base. NPD back then wasn't reporting digital sales, so this was all physical sales for Gears of War 4. It came in number 3.
Correct.
Big releases for that month were Battlefield 1, Mafia 3, Titanfall 2, I think FIFA 17, NBA 2K had released the month before, so it finished 3, and then it finished number 1 for the Xbox platform for that month. So yeah, I mean, I think and I agree with what Kid said. I think the obvious here is that Game Pass had an impact on retail sales for Gears 5. Now, does it mean that because it didn't, chart number 3 like Gears of War 4 did, that it's in decline? I'm not going to make that argument because I think there's so many things we don't know.
Right.
Did Gears 5 drive higher subscription rates? Did Microsoft get more people locked into Game Pass? That's the end goal for them.
Now,
but we don't know that information.
Right. Let me hit the super chat real quick for continue.
Yeah.
So we got $5 super chat from Philly Eagle. It says, for everyone, 10 million users for 100 million sales is just the same as 3 million users from 40 million sales. I'm pretty good at math. Are you?
The million
over and over.
Philly and Spartan Guard is busting their guns at each other in this chat. So hardcore. Yeah, I'm thoroughly entertained by them too. But continue, rap, because only thing
I wouldn't know, but Philly is
Philly
actually
putting in
putting
color.
stuff in
Philly
color. Spartan, I really can't see what you're saying, bro. Like you like the tree in the forest.
So
you really hear you make it sound?
So are you saying that you're only seeing one side of the argument?
I'm saying who's winning.
Oh wow!
I'm saying who's winning, sir. And my man Philly Eagles out here winning.
Oh my God! I'm gonna finish up with Brad and give it to King, but Brad, I need to know, because smart guy, I'm not gonna let him die out like this. My question is,
Spartan, you're falling off, bro.
My question is, what about his point that it's kind of spooky that Microsoft won't reveal those said engagement numbers and those said, subscriptions.
It's millions, man. They
millions,
right?
You. So he's saying that, maybe things are not as bright as we think.
They might not be. I mean, and when they switched to the percentage things, that's why I tweeted out that I have one apple. This year I added another apple and I grew 50% or whatever, 100%, whatever.
Tell them about
and so we don't know. It does raise eyebrows, and you can argue the optics of it being good or bad, but It does for me raise eyebrows. Like, we're never gonna know. I think that's the bottom line. We're never gonna
Superheroes
know.
don't brag they can fly.
Oh,
Bro, cut it out.
King.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you this. I was talking to Matt too. Matt, and I was joking around with Matt. I said, Matt, Game Pass has you stumped. Like, he even said it. Matt said, you know, in the early days of Game Pass, he said it was clear that sales were held, particularly on games like Sea of Thieves, which you talked about, State of K2. He said that might still be true, but he said it also may not. He's like, he said the data currently leads me to no strong hypothesis either way now. So, you know, even he's kind of like,
this is a fluid situation, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a fluid situation. Exactly. So we don't know. What I'm curious is obviously there's a decline in retail sales.
Yes.
I don't think anyone can argue that there is. And that's the part of the Game Pass effect. Now, is Microsoft taking a hit on this game now? Like, are they okay with losing the $60 retail sale and giving away a game at $14 a month, or like our case, like Lord King says, $1? You know,
$1.
How do and my question is how sustainable is that?
Yeah.
You know, I don't have an answer for that, but that's my question. Can they sustain that?
All right,
I'm gonna show you how you can sustain it.
Well, I was gonna say I think that the way they sustain that is by increasing the numbers of subscriptions, and we know that Netflix has had issues with that and money. I think people have even suggested that their model isn't sustainable when you think about how much money they put in exclusive content versus how much they're bringing in terms of subscriptions. So we'll see. I mean, that's the big unknown question mark.
Fair enough. I agree. Fair
yeah.
enough. King, the realm is waiting.
Y'all ready to get at me?
Yes.
All right, so
let me get my popcorn.
Yeah, y'all dudes, right? Okay, so let me give you for the guys that's against it, right? The guys that are against it, they tell you, man, they tell you God of War, Spider-Man, they selling these numbers, they winning NPDs. You know, King, you got to understand, man, they out here moving units. That's what your company focus is. Your company focus isn't on the future. Your company focus is right now. We need to line our pockets right now because may not be here tomorrow. So we got to get all that money from these dudes right now. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had the same ability to play it in PlayStation Now, date and date, would you went out and brought it, or would you brought PlayStation Now? Would you have grown your service, or would you sat there and just purchased the game outright? Me personally, I would have purchased PlayStation Now and I'll play God of War for the $1 or whatever it would have been for the that subscription.
Where's the fraud light?
Right?
Get out the fraud light for these frauds. Take it out.
No, you gotta understand, Boom. They're not keeping the same energy. Y'all wanted me to keep the same energy. I'm gonna keep the same energy. At no point in time were they gonna beat out 2K and Borderlands. You know why? Because you had the hardcore that was going for Borderlands, and you had the casuals that was going for 2K. And 2K was definitely gonna get the casuals. So to come into 3 behind those two, I would definitely like to run that race. I would definitely like to come in 3. They didn't come in 4. They came behind 2 juggernauts. You gonna tell me Borderlands 3 was not one of the most anticipated games of the year? I was sitting there in the conference when dudes were sitting there waiting for a reel to get done 3 different times, and nobody complained. Not one time, no outrage. Nobody walked out. They sat there, they took it. I see dudes on 2K. I'm talking about real live dudes that come off the street, run and get their 2K digital download and buy like $400 of these VC. I'm like, so you're gonna tell me that Gears was gonna beat that? No, Microsoft said, you know what? We are not gonna sit there and act like we're gonna win this. But to come in 3 on your own platform, that's fantastic. To come in 7 overall, that's insane. Now let me tell you why the engagement numbers is definitely not none of your business. All right?
Wait, why we can't know? Why we can't know?
Wow. Let me explain why. At no point in time is the engagement down, because you can get a match every time you get in. You're not sitting there waiting around. If you got Game Pass, or if you got Gears, and you know that you're going to go play multiplayer right now, see, they don't have to worry about it no more. That if you play the single player, you're not going to stick around. It's in Game Pass, bro. So your friend tell you, hey, you want to play some Gears right now? Let's play some Gears right now. Let's play some co-op. Let's do that. It's in there from date and date. They don't have to worry about that. You know what that does? That gives you a portfolio. You know, when you go to your stock markets and you go to your bonds and they open your portfolio up and they showing Disney, they showing Microsoft, they're showing, they're not Sony, you don't want that in there. They're showing you Google, they're showing you Amazon, they're showing you these people that's in your portfolio, these high-powered stuff. This is how you sell your portfolio to people. All right, so all these high-powered games is inside Game Pass. This is moving forward. So if you never got a chance to play Gears, guess what happens when that new person comes to get Game Pass? The engagement numbers is going to stay the same because a new person has just purchased into the ecosystem. What do you think that person is going to go to first? Those Microsoft games that they didn't have before, that is free right there, that they don't have to go out to the store and purchase. It is there. Okay, so now let's get down to the crux of it, because you guys are sitting here with this weirdo energy. You can't tell me that coming in third behind Borderlands. If you had to bet $1,000, and I'm gonna ask you fraud guys that's in there, because if you lie, I'm gonna hit you. All right. So this is for you frauds that's in there. You play 2K. You gonna buy Gears first? You got $1,000 to bet. If you was going to bet, you knew Gears was going to come in not first, not second in that month. You already knew the games that was coming out. Microsoft would have bet against that. There's no way in hell Microsoft would have been like, we beat Borderlands. It wasn't going to happen. The pre-orders alone told you what was going to go down.
But what about the people, King, that say we settling? It's like Stockholm syndrome. We accepted.
Oh, we
first
settling.
place. What about that, King?
Oh, you want to fight for first place? We could have easily won first place just launching a month that there's no games. Silly. They saw who was coming out and they said, so what? They saw. Listen, that's like going into a fist fight and you know Mike Tyson is one of the combatants. Right? That's like saying that. You know what, Microsoft? They looked at him and said, "I'm not really afraid of you, bro, because we got longevity." So after they launched in 2K, when you on to the next 2K and they throw it in Game Pass, that's when I'm gonna play it. When it's out up in Game Pass, that's when I'm gonna engage with it.
So it's the long play, King. It's the long play. So basically, they knew they was coming in hard. You know, say a couple of rounds, but Microsoft's doing the long game because they gonna be around. That's what we doing.
Listen, Microsoft wants you to get Game Pass. All right, I don't get it twisted. If I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all guys know that new head of Sony wants y'all to get inside PlayStation now. He wouldn't have cut the price, and he wouldn't have told y'all your first party games are gonna be in there. He wouldn't have told you. I saw what they doing across the street, and I'm trying to get what they
doing across the street.
I want a biscuit too. Your man wants a biscuit too. So if we eating biscuits over here and they ain't got a biscuit, they want a biscuit too. Give Sony their biscuit, man. Stop playing around.
So they copycatting the flow, is what you say.
You know how it goes. They bit off Nas, son.
They bit off. I'm done. I'm done with you.
King, this might be your most epic Sunday rant ever. Seriously, man.
This is epic right now.
You just took it to another level, man.
He says he warned everyone that he was going to be blowing up some spots, and I think he did that. I think he delivered.
Y'all gotta keep it. Don't come at me sideways with this weirdo energy. Come at me with that real energy. Because listen, I got a PlayStation. If they told me right now the date and date they joints are coming, I'm putting my credit card in. I'm going up.
I'm going for the 3-year package.
King, I don't think anybody would debate that. If PS Now offered games day and date first party, I wouldn't complain. I don't think anybody would complain. How could you complain?
Yeah, but you got people on Twitter cheering that they're a limited time. Like how is that a good thing?
Brap, if they told you they were doing that, you would have somebody arguing the fact that it's a great thing now. Why now? Why not? Because it's everybody loves it when it's your team that's winning.
Absolutely. Yeah, with your team, yeah.
It's like the Yankees. They just lost, right? Ooh. And I'm listening to these dudes, and they're like, "Yeah, the Yankees. I can't believe it." I said, "Stop it." Stop it right now. You know, they had the better pitching on the Astros. You know, the Astros is a better grinding team, and the Yankees was doing one way, right? So you had to understand that if you was going to bet your money, just tell these dudes to bet their money. When it comes to betting their money, then you see the real light come on. People.
Dudes, yo, real quick, we got some super chat. Shout out to JD Game with a $10 super chat. All this Xbox and Game Pass slander. The story of Xbox / Game Pass and PlayStation / traditional console reminds me of the story of the rabbit and the turtle, with PlayStation being the rabbit, thinking it's already won. They don't. Wow. Then Shroom
Hey.
Kingdom with the $2 super chat. King hit him with the Drake.
Hey, Cognito, can I address something in the chat real quick?
Yes,
You
please,
forgot
please.
Death Singer. Don't forget Death
Oh,
Singer.
Def. Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta get
Go
Destiny.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to my Destiny brother. Remember, Phil, Maximus, Dominus, Spencer does everything for a purpose. The end game being seeing Sony 6 feet under. Game Pass is the truth. Given by Phil. All right, Def.
Well, Def, I want y'all to understand this. I do not ever think Phil wants Sony gone.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
No, he certainly does not.
You know what
No.
he wants them to do? The ultimate. You know what the thing that y'all really don't want to see? When that Sony logo pop up, and at the bottom is an icon to click on Game Pass. When that happens, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. When it happens, y'all better get off of Twitter. Y'all better get off of Instagram. You better run and hide from me, because I will seek each and every last one of you out, and I'm going to put a real fraud alert on you.
Yo, hold on. Shout out
You know, Cognito, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like when the Azure deal was done, the fine print said that every time you launch a Sony product using Azure servers, it's going to have that little Xbox Game Pass studio. Just click on that.
Y'all conspiracy theory is real today.
Yeah. You know what? Though I could see that happening one day. I just want to address something in live chat. Like
please.
Christopher Hart says, King is all about rental services now. Like, I don't understand this argument about rental services. Like, I don't view Game Pass as a rental service. It's a value add. It's a value added service.
Yes.
And I never understand why people argue services or things that benefit consumers. Like, if it's not for you, that's fine.
He's still buying DVDs.
Rap is
Don't
up
play with
there.
me.
He said he buying DVDs. Yo, you stupid. No, you doing my man like that.
He's still out here hitting the Africans on the corner for the new DVD.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
He's not for he doesn't have to go to the movie theater to get that.
Don't do
Like, yo, you got a new Blu-ray? Because I need.
Yo, so much love, Christopher.
Yo,
don't do my man.
But seriously, like I don't understand. Like, I don't have to buy Gears 5 now. That'd save me $60. That's more money I can use towards something else, to buy another game, or to buy a game for my PC. So
I feel you.
Let's get that super chat.
Arrow Chamber, man. China with the $2, £2 super chat. Salute, brother. Please say something. We want to hear your words. Oh, hold on. I just got to address, even though it's not color. Shout out to the Lord of the Realm, BG. He is like, yo, the turtle, the hair race. He was like, the game been over for him. The whistle blew, went to the locker room, got dressed. He said, y'all talking about the long game, the game over.
And y'all went to the locker room, and then boom, he ran past you. You went and had a smoothie, and you thought it was all good.
Wow.
He passed you. So next year when y'all launch and y'all got to buy those games for that PlayStation, and the bucks ain't adding up, and I'm going to go get my system with the $1 super chat. I don't want to hear nothing when I have 200 games and y'all are sitting there talking about we ain't got nothing this month. It's just nothing out. It's just
wow.
It's just nothing here.
Hey, I want to say,
Brap, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and say one more thing. What's interesting about all this is, we're laughing and joking about, Game Pass and everything and PlayStation Now. But I think one thing that I've noticed is that it doesn't seem like there's maybe one right way to do business in the gaming industry now. It seems like the pie's gotten so big now that you can have companies like Google with Stadia and Microsoft with Game Pass and Nintendo, who's really sticking to their guns with traditional, let's say, console gaming, if you will. That they all could potentially be successful. I think that's the fascinating thing about where the gaming industry is now from where it was when we first started gaming, like 37 years ago. There was one way to do it 30 years ago. Now it seems like there's different ways of doing it. And that to me is just fascinating. It speaks to the growth of the gaming industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, time's going to tell, what's going to work and what's going to happen. Clearly, Microsoft let me jump in, because this is a fun one. Clearly Microsoft has a strategy, and it's kind of what we've been saying, Brad. It's kind of like that whole, short-term sales versus the long-term, engagement and subscriptions, right? And we don't know. We don't know what is going to work, but it's clear Microsoft is invested this way. You know what I'm saying? It's clear that they are willing to take the short-term sales loss, whether Gears being at a number 7 or whatever, provided that it's not, it's not going to be at the top of NPD to get you in the ecosystem. Because the argument, remember when we first heard, was like, yo, they giving Gears away. It's $2. They were calling they were like EBT gaming. I was hearing all type of stuff. Like, you know, so I can't front, kid. Like, it is impressive to me that it's even numbered in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, because
that's a great point.
A lot of people. Here's the thing. Let's just get to it right now. There's a lot of gamers that's pocket watching. And where I come from, I don't watch the next man pocket. I'm doing what's best for me.
Yes, sir.
So at the end of the day, if Microsoft go out of business doing this, that's their problem. Like, I don't win. Like, all this pocket watching. I don't know, fam. They giving it away, bro. I don't go to the dealership when I go get the range and be like, I don't know, y'all 40% off this month.
Let me put in the extra 10 grand.
That deal's too good.
I'm not gonna say, fam, I'm not buying this car because y'all 40%, and I'm used to the we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, let's stop pocket watching. Let's do what's best for the gamer, for yourself. If you got $2 and you want to play Gears 5, you do it. Now, will that affect sales? Yes. But according to Microsoft, they don't care. They want you in that ecosystem. The way they look at it, just like the casual guy who buys Netflix. You know how many people buy Netflix and say, I should cancel my joint, and then you watch something else, and then you engage with something else.
I'm not canceling my Netflix.
Exactly.
I lose my life if I cancel that.
You know how many
That's the gym membership model.
Facts. You know how many subscription services, I'm just going to speak for myself, that I have, that I'm like, I really don't need this. But I just keep forgetting to cancel it, and it just keep reoccurring everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's
EA access.
That's what they're trying to do. And the last point I'm going to make is, like, we're not going to act like Steam is not a factor here. Steam is the #1 de facto PC platform, and that wasn't included. So we gotta defend them on that. We gotta say, that's another thing that possibly could have boosted the sales up. That's all I gotta say, man. We gotta stop pocket watching, y'all. Like, come on, man.
Listen, I told you it is spooky when they tell you that there's something that's saving you money. All right, I didn't have to pay $60 for that. So you know what I did? I brought my Zelda. So, but listen to this. Let me give you another little nugget. Please, Nintendo, do Game Pass on your thing too for y'all people. Do your thing too, so I can save money and buy pizza. I don't want to give y'all money. I don't want to give y'all money. I want to keep my money for myself.
Hold on, I miss my brother.
No, you'll buy more statues. We understand where the money's going.
I want them to get a subscription model too.
Yo, shout out to my brother Pixel Big, man.
It's
I
funny.
miss you. Pixel Big G, tell us, let's be real. Most of these dudes ain't got no money, but they want us to believe Game Pass is bad when it saves you money and you can play mad games. I know the poor are simple, but stop that. Damn, we pocket shaving. Damn,
man.
Pixel Big.
Wow.
Hey, Cog, listen, dude. Before you can move on to the next topic, I unfortunately have to go because I have to help the missus.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, but I want to thank everybody. First of all, I want to thank the chat. You guys are, like always, first of all, outstanding to watch. A lot of heat today, a lot of heat. But you know what? As long as you keep it respectful, heat is good. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has an opinion. Everyone's opinion counts. Remember that, folks. Everyone's opinion does count. It may not go with what you believe in. But you gotta respect the opinion, and if someone's being disrespectful, then that's right out the window. But I want to thank you for the invite, dude. Hanging out with everyone on here. I love all you guys. This is something I look forward to each and every time we get together. And I'll see you guys the next time. And one of these upcoming Sundays, we'll do it right from the beginning.
Absolutely, but thank you for
the
call, man.
E3's coming, baby.
Trust me, I'm tucking away the loot. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be there.
Hold us down, brother. Enjoy your day and Mrs. Boom, man. Much love as always.
All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, Boom.
Take care, Boom.
Later.
But yeah, man, that's all I got, y'all. Just a fun topic, you know what I'm saying? And
I like it.
That range thing was spot on, though, man. You're right. You don't go to a dealership arguing over a deal. Wait a minute, you charged me too late. You charged me too little. Something's not right.
Take this 10 more grand. Take it.
Yeah, man, it's just funny to me with this whole gamer thing, but that's all I got. You know, obviously, Attic, I don't know if he's still rocking. Attic, yeah? I don't know if Attic had to leave.
He said he'd be right back.
Yeah. Bounce. But, I mean, basically, we kind of touched his topic, which was the Game Pass thing, if it was thing. So we'll move on. The last thing was, shout out to the cops that's going by.
Nah, they chasing Boom.
Yo, you stupid.
Yeah, Boom jumped in the car. He just dipped out. Like, wait a second. Where he at?
He slid across the hood like starting to get
He said, these guys out here pocket shaming. Time out. Where he at, though?
Salute the boom with the escort to get him out of here. Oh, yo, just real quick. I know Saul wanted to touch this, and that's a shame Maddox not here. But yeah, Switcher3.
No, I'm here now.
Oh yes, all right, there we go. Switcher3, man. Yeah, some controversy in the streets.
Switcher3.
Apparently,
I know. I saw that, and I thought, see, that's how you know that this show and its host is biased towards the Nintendo Switch. You literally named The Witcher 3 and all its greatness, which I don't even play that game, but that's beside the point, to the Switcher 3.
Switcher 3, y'all, man. Listen, it's out here. Here's the deal. Shout out to Saul. He couldn't make it, but he had this great topic, and I didn't even know. Apparently, modders have gotten a hold of it and have unlocked 60 frames per second on
that thing gonna blow up.
It is official. It's out here. There is documented footage. You know what I'm saying? So, according to Solve, he thinks this is very fugazi on Nintendo's part. He feels that, that maybe Switch is holding back. So the fact that they hit that benchmark, the question I'm going to bring to the realm, do you agree with this mentality by Nintendo? Or do you say, what, maybe they're doing it for another reason, not to, blow up the system?
What did they have to shut off to get it?
Yeah, that's the question. And
the screen.
Yeah. You won, King. You won. I ain't go front. King, you won. You won.
They said, see? Yo, they put up the screen. It was like, see? It's at 60 frames. Oh, hold on. They like, see? Turn it off. They like, see? It's at 60 frames per second. See? Y'all can still moving, right?
Yeah, you stupid. Yo, you're on fire, fam. You're on fire. Listen, so the key, again, like you said, Smooth, like, is it, how much resolution? We already know the resolution was low as it was. How much resolution was sacrificed? And do you blame Nintendo for not allowing devs to get maximized power to Switch? Start with Kid.
Oh, me. Oh, yeah. Shit.
The Switch resident expert.
Honestly, I'm still in shock that they even wasted their time putting that game on the Switch.
Oh my! Geez.
No, from what I saw, it looked like freaking what you call it?
Oh man,
what's that game on the Nintendo 64, dog? Like
wow,
like, it doesn't look good at all. So that's why I'm like
Star Fox.
And how much are they charging for this game?
Full.
Good luck.
Right.
Full.
No, yo, Kid. They not serving it up for full price.
Said that. I wish I could.
Kid, they serving it up with the Nintendo sales tax, so we got the extra bucks on the back. They do what they do. They charge you the extra foolish tax, the Vaseline charge.
Yeah, like so are you saying they charging us with Vaseline on us?
Yes, they charging you the grease down the screen.
So what you're saying, King, just to be clear, you're saying they're charging the millions to put that Vaseline on.
I don't know about all that millions for those guys, but yeah, maybe so, because the Sovereign and Cognito know the actual sales numbers for these dudes. So I don't know, man.
No. So King, so you basically feel like it shouldn't even be on it, is what you're saying?
No, yeah.
Oh, that's
the fact that I think it's just to say, oh, we got it. It's for bragging rights and stuff like that. But honestly, you said the question was, do you feel Nintendo is wrong for holding devs back?
Yeah, for holding devs
back. Is that what came out, or is that where we're going because modders got it to run at 60 frames per second by turning like all the assets off?
It's flat shaded polygons.
Oh wow, stick figures.
It look like Tobo.
Every game looking like Pokemon right now.
Wherever you want to go with it.
It's crazy. It look like Tobo #2.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
They got games looking like Punch Out.
Wow! Here's the thing. So what
you said vector shading?
Dude, yeah, he's disrespectful. I'm about to say kick.
I think Nintendo. Hey, you know what? I gotta say it to you. We don't say it to you enough. I think you're on to something.
Yo, you should have never brought this topic up. You about to get slandered, sir.
I don't got Saul with me. I'm out here.
He can't help you, brother.
Lord down. Lord down.
But my question, so you can take it wherever you want to take it, kid. You just feel.
I think Nintendo should do everything they can for to allow dev to unleash the power of their console if it has it. So if it was a good showing of the game running at 60, because I didn't see it running at 60 frames per second and whatnot, then I'll probably open the lid. But
the better question is
Release
the better question I got for you, kid, and it's a very important question: is are you copying?
No, I'm not copying it. I don't even play the one for Xbox.
The game with arguably the worst combat system.
Easy there, King.
Kid, it's portable.
Easy
it's
there.
portable, kid. It should be.
You
easier.
can't tell me that combat system is good, and it
Combat
can be
system is
absolutely
based
worse on
on-
the Switch.
Based on fencing, his ability to fence.
Based on fencing.
Yes,
Listen, you could put a fence in front
cannon.
of it. Listen, you could put a fence in front of it. You could put a gate.
fencing. No, not a fencer.
You should box it up
Fencing.
and
You
mail
are
it away.
fencing.
That's what you should. You should put it in a box and mail it away. Don't put a fence in front of it. Don't put a gate.
my-
Just put it in a box
my
and
God.
ship it out.
I get.
Yo, shout out to the JD Gamer, my man. He said, facts, the devs got the game to run on the Switch at even 3 frames is a piece of technical wizardry. My man. My man, JD Gamer. That's what I'm
Wait,
talking
I mean,
about.
do they? I mean, is it one thing? I think it's one thing to say it runs at 60. Does it run at 60 consistently? Is it, and like Kid said, like what do they have to sacrifice in other areas of performance? to get-
Here's the
That's
report.
that's
It
what they
says what
asked.
makes it interesting is it now possible to play Switcher3.
Hold
at 60
on. We
frames.
can't use the word
Brad.
switch and interesting in the
Yeah,
same.
Brad,
if you
Brad.
own a modded Switch, it is possible to mod the Nintendo Switch to allow sound from the PC version, thus avoiding the compressed default sound. And it is possible to unlock the PC settings and lower it. The
These
resolution.
people on
for the
PC gonna
game
blow these
Brad.
switches
at
up.
higher
man.
frame rate.
Brad,
Mhm.
Brad, ask that question again. What did they sacrifice? Ask it again.
Yeah, what did they sacrifice to get it running 60 frames a second? Clearly, they did.
Everything. Everything.
You know what's funny? They even sacrificed the controller. You have to use the Pro controller. You can't even use the sensors, man.
Yo, they said, "Yo, we're gonna take away the sound. We're gonna give
He said no
it's a
sound.
workaround.
No
They're gonna
sound.
give you 2-bit sound."
And you know what, King? I seen that gameplay. Them trees look like N64 trees.
Oh, man.
You know what it is?
It does look
They have
Minecraft.
the little Minecraft trees, and you can walk around.
You tell me they made the Witcher on Minecraft?
Oh, y'all disrespectful.
They use the same
Hey,
engine.
you
Oh,
know
I
what
need
the
you,
better
man.
question is? What looks better? The Switch of Witcher on the Switch or Minecraft on the Switch?
Listen, man, it's too much.
Minecraft.
It's too
Well,
much.
I will say this though, it is considering how demanding that game is and how big the world. It's a feat within itself to even have that game running on the
Sorry,
Switch.
sorry, dude. Keep
No,
talking.
I mean it
about
really
Lord.
is. If you think about it, though, I mean that game is very demanding.
So hold on.
Mhm, Reverend. Mhm, Reverend Brett. Mhm.
When's the last time people gave Ark that pass? You know, it's such a big game. You know, it
Listen,
should
man.
be on
We're
console.
the
We're talking about
full
Switch
version.
3. We're talking about Ark.
That is only a PC game. Why they even put it on console? It shouldn't be
Why?
there.
Wait, why
It's
shouldn't it be on
amazing
it?
that Ark came
Why
out.
should The Witcher 3 not
Why
be on
should
the
it
console?
not be on it? It was,
No, I'm talking about Ark.
Oh, I
That
don't care
game
about that.
should not be on console.
Yo,
But
listen,
they put it
Addict.
on console anyway, and it runs like crap, and no one ever says,
Well,
"You know what, man? It's
Well,
a miracle that Ark's even on console."
Addict,
well,
you
it's a miracle
knew.
that Ark works, period. But that's because the developer is no CD
I
Projekt
want to see
Red.
PUBG on the Switch.
Yo, listen, Ark. Addict.
Lord
You don't
Ark.
see that they was gonna do this. I knew they was gonna do this. They were gonna start badgering it first, and then they was gonna turn around. But it's a technical feat to even get it running on it,
No, but
and that's
no,
when the Nintendo
King.
Kool-Aid hits that
King,
vein.
it
and they-
is
So
though.
are you saying
It is.
Are you saying
King,
before
it
you
is
talk-
considering the
Get 'em,
scope of
Brad.
that game.
Get him, Brad.
Come on,
No,
you have,
no,
you
listen.
have
The
to
better
you have to
question.
give credit where credit's due. I mean,
Let
it's
Brad finish. He's
very-
cooking. Brad is
Brad.
cooking.
It's a-
Let him finish.
Brad,
it's a
you're
very
right.
demanding game. I mean,
You're
whether,
on-
look, we could joke and say, it looks like Minecraft, but I mean, all joking aside, I mean, for them to put that game to make a Switch port,
Rap, you're onto something. And I'm going to tell you why you're onto something. And Father Nintendo knows best. If Father Nintendo told you you can't go 60, stop trying to be a fast boy out here trying to go 60 by turning down the sound into some weird old realm. Stop hacking your switches. Let Father Nintendo guide you in the ways of playing on the Switch. Now, listen, we all buy a Switch to be held inside a weak ecosystem and to be limited. So stop trying to hack your switches and turn them into speed demons. You're gonna blow up your switches, baby. Don't blow up your switches, baby. Don't.
Are you saying they're gonna catch on fire running 60 frames a second?
Listen, and you know what happens when it blows up and y'all can't sue because that's it. Y'all, I told y'all stop going fast with your switches.
Oh man! Shout out to Dizzy with the Dizzy's amazing. 2006 Addict. This is about Clay Witcher3, not Ark. You know, yo, he defended Ark from the hospital. Shout out to Dizzy. I love this. He ride for Ark. You know he ain't gonna have that Ark slander.
He said Clay Witcher3. I'm dead.
Listen, Brap,
all they have to do is, you know, they put on that case the Minecraft edition and a big bulk and then bam, everyone is happy.
Yo, shout out to my man Jonathan B. Keep that energy when Cyberpunk hit the Switch. That's what I'm talking about.
You know how they're gonna start getting all these games on the Switch? They're gonna make Lego editions of everything.
Wait, you said Jonathan B said when Cyberpunk hit the Switch?
Talk that talk, Jonathan.
When Cyberpunk hit the Switch and turned the lights off? What are we supposed to do? Get on the Switch.
People are gonna pop that Cyberwar and the Switch is gonna explode in people's hands.
You better not be holding that game playing it.
Shout out my man Pixel. Come on, y'all.
You gotta wear gloves. you gotta wear oven mitts.
They come with special oven mitts.
The older people. Now, let me tell you how severe this Switch issue is with playing these games. You gotta be the juggernaut back there with them big bulky hands to even play it, because if it blows up, he's the only one that get hurt.
I will say this in y'all defense. You know, it seems interesting that they actually could do it. I was actually impressed that they could even do 60. But there's got to be a technical reason, because that GPU and that CPU must be running stupid hot. You know, and it's probably not safe to do consistently. And one thing about Nintendo is they are very critical when it comes to battery life. So that's why the new one came out.
That shit gonna last for like 15 minutes.
Not even that. You're gonna turn on the screen, gonna boot up, and then the battery gonna go.
You know how far? King, I can't even do this one better. You know how far that's gonna get into the title screen? That's as far as it's gonna get. It's gonna get to the title screen, be a full battery. Gonna boot it up, get to the title screen, it's be like low battery hookup. I can't answer this.
The Switch gonna start crying.
I'm over here on life support. Help me.
Disrespectful. Jonathan B said the collector's edition is gonna come with a fire extinguisher. I'm done. With
wow.
y'all. Disrespectful today.
It said it come with oven mitts and a fire.
Wow. My man is not here to defend me. So
Switch coming in hot.
I'm moving on, and we are ending the show because I cannot take this abuse.
Fire blanket.
You gotta put on a fire suit.
I can see the shores right now, like on the planes and stuff. They'd be like, okay, for the Switch users, we have a fire blanket. I want you to use that fire blanket and surround yourself entirely when you're playing it.
Anyway.
That way, when it explodes, it won't hurt anyone.
Hey, what was the Samsung phone that was catching fire?
Oh yeah, it wasn't the 9.
Was it the Galaxy Note?
Switch prototype.
It was a Galaxy Notes. They was blowing up. They was trying to play The Witcher.
Anyway, we getting out of here, y'all. Yo, they chat is so disrespectful. I can't even read these comments. Anyway, new IOP poll. Let's get out of here. With the September NPD results of Gears 5 finishing number 7 overall and number 3 on the Xbox One in dollar sales, do you consider this a sales flop for the Gears franchise? The choices are A, yes, Xbox flagship franchise cannot crack top 3 NPD, nor number 1 on its own platform. Sad. B, no, Game Pass is a success and it's still in the top 10 without Steam sales. Or C, I don't care. I'm copping anything for a $1 subscription.
That's me.
Those are the choices. Those are the. It's going to go up in the IOP poll later this week. Salute to all the Lords, Boomstick XL, Lord Kid
Definitely my man,
Smooth,
Boom.
and of course my man Lord Brap in the realm, holding us down, answering the call. Let's start it off with Lord Brap. An absolute pleasure to have you.
We get neglected.
Yeah, what you said?
Once again, King, we get neglected. We didn't
Oh,
get.
Yeah, listen, we
get
weren't
shots.
here. We
Oh,
weren't
my
here. We
God.
weren't out here working. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's
Yo,
cool.
y'all out here asking for benefits on IOP, man. What's
Well,
going on?
we should
They
get
want a biscuit.
Next week,
I want a biscuit.
Next week, you just go see me and King not here, and we on strike.
It's the addict, addict.
The IOP union.
Addict, we gonna be here, but we just gonna be on mute, just looking.
I've been showing up, and you know why I'm here.
Listen, the guests always get the love first on the outro, then of course the Lords. So, Lord
I don't know
Brap,
how I feel about that.
Lord Brap first, man. Thank you for answering the call, brother. What do you got going on? Where can people find you?
Yeah, man. Well, I just want to say, first of all, anytime you guys need me, let me know. You know, if I can make it, I will be there. And look, a great show, by the way. Seriously, great topics, great conversation. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of the show. Try to tune in every Sunday. Try to keep things entertaining in the live chat. But yeah, if everyone, you guys can find me on Twitter at Brap_podcast, and you can find us on YouTube, Basement Radio Arcade Podcast. We podcast live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm known to drop a rant or two maybe during the week as well. So,
Yes,
gentlemen, thank you again. Seriously, it's been a pleasure. And yeah, we got to get you guys back on Brap. It's been a long time.
We and you talk. We already gonna work that out when I'm coming. So
and I want to say something real quick too. Hashtag PC Master Race. Hashtag I already have Scarlet. I just want to say, if you have not played Destiny 2 on PC, you are robbing yourself of a great gaming experience.
You can't talk about it. We're going to lose 10 viewers like immediately.
Hey, Cox, seriously, man. I was playing Iron Banner last night, man, and blown away. Yo, it's just a different experience, man.
FOV,
it really is.
60 frames. It's just beautiful. Shout out to
I won't see it until I get the Scarlet. And I don't care for none of y'all, man. I got the same PC. I got all that. I'm not doing it to myself. I love my friends, man.
I feel you, bro. Shout out to Mez PC Master Race. Boss Move said Brap picked up a British accent as soon as he got his PC.
Start a tea, governor.
JD Gamer.
Oh,
just hit that like button, folks. Let's get them over 100.
Yo,
I don't even know where we're at. Let me refresh.
Oh man, shout out to Mezzy. I love seeing you guys embrace PC.
We got 88 likes, man. We got 105 people, and hit that like. But let's get over 100.
Let's get over 100, y'all. That would really be appreciated. Jonathan B, that was a fire intro, Cog. I'm ready for the show now. Yo, you stupid. Anyway, yo, shout out to Kid Smooth. Been a minute, Smooth, man. Good to see you, brother. What's going on with you, man?
I've been quiet, but I've been streaming a whole lot on Mixer, so please follow me there, mixer.com/IamKidSmooth. I've been streaming almost every day, honestly. But
that's right. Go where Ninja got them bucks at. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I still do the thing on YouTube, Best Spot Theories, little solo show I do like once a week. At least it's been looking like that. But just chilling. Make sure you subscribe, Thanks for having me on. Love to be on the show, man.
You need to do one more of those really try hard games, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot eat watching you do that. I cannot drink watching you do that, and I cannot have anything that I gotta go to the bathroom with watching you do that, because you are probably the funniest dude on YouTube right now.
You gotta get
his Sekiro stream was hilarious,
bro. Kid,
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That is your lane. Please continue, bro. Like the enjoyment you give people is
just don't play that DLC for Bloodborne again. That was
is that where he fell over the bed? It fell off the bed or something?
No, that was the original Bloodborne stream. Like when
he was screaming, then his wife came. I was like, yo,
I think the best one I've ever seen is when he threw that controller and it set off the motion sensors on his leg.
He said, "How you see me over there? How you see me over
That sounded just like him too. He always like extends the second part of his sentence when he's upset.
This is amazing.
You got it. He's fearless, man. That's one thing about King. He puts it out there. Salute
I
to
saved it in my funniest my save. Like you can save videos. I saved it.
No doubt. Shout out to Mark Smooth in the building. I'm the real Smooth. We're gonna get you a round table with the Lords. Don't even worry about R&R. We're gonna get that brother in there. You already know. But yeah, man. So the Lords. So happy to have the Lords at the round. My man,
we're on strike. Don't give him that.
Is the energy good? Is the energy good now? My man.
Wait, he wants a biscuit.
You know what I'm saying? Super.
No, I want
Give him the biscuits now.
I want
give him the biscuits.
So glad for my Lords to show up at the realm. So excited. Lord Addict, how are you doing, sir?
Don't you love how fake that sounds?
It didn't sound crazy fake, dude.
How are you doing, sir? What's going on with you, sir? How's life?
So you can catch me on on the Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. You can catch me at YouTube. Hopefully my PC will be fixed here soon, so I can be back on my PC.
Using that wheelbarrow, that was not good.
Singer wants your PC
so
and send us the
you can catch me there. Now I don't know if you'll catch me next week on ILP yet. We'll have to see how the strike goes first.
Definitely boycott me. They said I ain't giving them benefits, y'all.
Definitely have to, check into the Twitter. I'm sure there'll be some type of negotiation terms on there. And I definitely, I want to take a second. Appreciate everyone that came by. Appreciate all the likes that everyone did. Appreciate all the super chats. They definitely helped the podcast tremendously. And you might see me next week or not. We don't know. I'll talk to you guys later.
They're gonna have the big inflatable rat in front of my joint. No justice, no peace. They're out here, man. The Lords are disrespectful, man.
Hey, Cog, if they go on strike, just call me, man.
I'm about to get some replacements on deck, man.
Now we have scab workers.
Yeah. We're going to do like the MLB.
Yep. We're going to take it back to the NFL 1987.
Yeah, we're going to do the replacement players.
Nino done hit up the temp agencies, man.
Oh, my God. Lord King. Absolute pleasure. Premium Talk was in the building, letting the realm know about that NPD, that Gears, all that flyness. Where can find you? What you got going on, sir?
What's going on? Y'all can catch me on Twitter at King David OTW. That's of the world and not of the way. Also, you can catch me at lordsofgaming.net, where you can go to the Iron Lords tab and you can pull up King of the Statues, where you can see the Juggernaut. Dude, like, y'all don't really understand. That is one big statue. Y'all seen statues in the past that's been behind me. That dude is ginormous.
Yeah, that's insane.
King, how much does that thing weigh, man?
It's pretty heavy. I think it weighs
gotta be in shape
like 30 pounds.
Well, Brap, if you go to lordsofgaming.net, you can
tell them. You can get the full dimensions
of all the
you can get the full dimensions of that statue with its background, and also watch the video of.
I noticed you don't have it on the little rotating thing.
Oh no! You know what?
Not him.
Now,
I break it like the Switch.
I could put it. I could put it on the rotator because that can carry up to 80 pounds. The only thing is, I was a bit hesitant in the fact that how he's leaning forward. So I didn't want to jostle him around like that, because it'll be spinning and it won't be going fast, but I do have a platform that's back there that can actually sustain the weight and turn it, from side to side.
He needs to get a statue of himself made.
Oh, you know what? I do have one commissioned, and I'm just joking. And listen, I want y'all guys to really understand that we do this as a labor of love. And we bring this energy for y'all because I'm dead tired in the morning. I come from work and I probably get like a half an hour worth of sleep and I get back on the show. But if I can see Dizzy going through the stuff that he's going through, and he's staying here from start to finish, and he's in here giving all his energy, and he's giving me that energy to keep going. It's like Hulkamaniacs. I feel like Hulk Hogan. He has me shaking the ropes like the Ultimate Warrior. This man gives me energy to go forward. All right, and I want y'all to understand he is a true hero, and y'all need to go to the where was that? We have the GoFundMe joint. We have the GoFundMe. Go to his GoFundMe. I don't care if it's $1. Or go to his Twitter. Give him a shout out. Talk to him. Speak to him. Keep his spirits up. Keep everything going for him, because listen, that guy is truly an inspiration, and he should be an inspiration to everyone in this room.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, salute to the community for all pulling together. You know, we're trying to do something for Dizzy and always tweeting and keeping his spirits up. Like I said, we all tired, man. Everybody's got, you know, jobs and life gets in the way, but we come do this for y'all. We enjoy it. Y'all make us laugh, even when y'all disagree with us. You know what I'm saying?
Like crazy right now, and I had to put up a whole front.
Yeah,
just
like Attic was sick, dead sick. Like he was, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Sav, he's got stuff going on too. So we really appreciate y'all, man. This is love, and y'all already know where y'all can find me, all that good stuff. Shout out to supporting the lordsofgaming.net, man. Like I said, please support those articles. Fresh new writers. We got my man.
Oh God, that's a crazy dad hat you got on, bro. You thought you was gonna get away from me with that dad hat on?
I gotta own my age. I get my tiger on, man.
What is that though that you're wearing? I see you wearing some attire there.
Yeah, if you go to
and what's going on? What's up with that shirt? Can we get a little lean back so we can see what's up with that?
Okay.
Yeah, let's look at it. Let's get a lean back so we can see, because it looked like it's saying UPS. What is it saying? It's saying ILP.
Oh, you disrespectful. Yo, you got me so good on that one. And now I'm looking at it like it's a UPS. I can't even talk right. Yo, you just killed the sales. Killed the sales.
I want to know if you're delivering packages. I just want to know if you're doing the Death Stranding edition of the IOP. If you deliver the packages.
I got my side hustle with the packages. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got them flavors for y'all. We got them snaps. You know what I'm saying? We got them shirts. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got that throw them in the bushes that King has on there.
Facts.
You know
and I do want to announce something real quick. We are working on the membership thing.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. I have no clue when that's going to be up because we don't want to just throw it up. We wanted to actually have value to the people that are doing it. So, you know, definitely look out for that.
And we're definitely gonna have that Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer shirts. You understand? Y'all can get that love, that flavor.
I feel like now, like we gotta have an emote with the millions.
We gotta have millions. We got Phil Dominus. We sitting on. We gotta have something that they on to something with some colors. You know?
Yes.
How about the real Phil? Can we get that?
No, that's Phil Bogus. You can get
that's Phil Harrison. The real Phil.
Here you go.
Fraud alert. How we even do fraud alert?
You got it now, Brap. There you go. You on to something.
Anyway, that's all I got. They calling me Death Stranding, and they disrespectful today. Niggas just keep all the sales. They so disrespectful right now. Everybody, I love y'all. Y'all stupid. Enjoy your Sunday. I will catch y'all next week.